Alright, don't freak out or nothing. I got a new camera and it's kind of wide angle and weirdly high def-ish. And I haven't adjusted it properly, so here we go. See? It turns out my recording space doesn't look so good when you can see all of it. Oh well. Hi, welcome. It's time for observation duty. 6. Yeah. That's the plan anyway. If it goes well tonight, this may actually be the last episode of observation duty, since what do I got left? I got the cottage, which I came very close once, and then we got the pool. And then maybe we'll scrape up whatever intruders we missed, you know? It seems like there's a couple of them that I missed, but yeah. Anyway. So many pixels, it's true. It's huge. Boy, Sharky. Not only detect, I see all the bookshelves. Oh no. Oh no, it's terrible. It's awful. Anyway, hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. Why don't I send us over here? Like this. I did my best to, like, squish myself down a little bit. Because it's wide, see? It's all wide, so I actually cut the sides off. Like, I did this. See? I don't know. It seems to work. The other thing is, of course, I used a bunch of more data to use this particular camera, so if we start getting a whole bunch of lag, well, maybe I'll switch back, but, you know, for now. Fancy. Also, watch right, I can't put a mouse cursor. I don't have a mouse cursor I can show. Watch the doorway over there, because sometimes there's a little woogly person who shows up in that doorway. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hello. Did you happen to see the anomalous event in Discord? I am off. I'm behind on Discord. I actually spent like a couple hours recording stuff to try and make a Extra Life promo video, and I hate all of it. And I might have to restart over, but I don't know when I'm going to do it exactly, so yeah, I'm behind. I'll check it out in a little bit. Hopefully we don't get jumped by that creature again this time. Yeah, hopefully not. YouTube on Chrome locked me out, so I have to move to Firefox. Seems YouTube doesn't know how to stop Firefox yet. Nice. That's a good pro tip right there. Looks good. No, it absolutely knows how to stop Firefox. I use Firefox and it's blocked for me. Oh no, I dropped the Tamper Monkey script and I'm using to deal with YouTube in the Discord. I see, very nice. Thank you for sharing that. My ad blog updated and I have gotten the YouTube whining since. Aw, man. Or haven't gotten the YouTube whining since. So apparently the ad block people are on it. Well, that's good to hear too. I use uBlock on Opera GX, rarely got that warning. That's the Mac version, right? I am years out of practice with anything Mac, but I'm glad to hear it. Okay, well, why don't we get down to it, eh? I should turn on the desktop audio because you're sitting here in silence right now. I forgot that I didn't use my macro, so it didn't turn it on. Not Mac. Sorry, pardon me. I thought Opera was a Mac thing. Shows how much I know about anything. I know nothing. Ignore me. I use Adblocker Ultimate on Firefox. I see. uBlock is very onto it, but the Tamper Monkey script kicks in whenever YouTube updates their policies, and uBlock hasn't caught up. I see. Well then, I'm going to start working on this here cottage because, you know, even if it goes well, it's still going to take half an hour. So, summer cottage, hard mode. Let's see if I can not get selkied this time. Time to harass the locals. Okay. Hey, right here. Sitting in the sauna. This is where they saw a humanoid-looking creature in the water. I can't imagine what that could be. Yeah. Why you load so long? You had plenty of time to load earlier. Perhaps it just has a preset load time the first time you do it because it expects you to read this stuff here. Well, I already read this stuff here. I'm not reading it again. You can't make me. I see those floating up. The game's frozen? You're right, the game is frozen. I see the floating up and it tells me that something's up. Okay, well, let me try and fix it. Doot. Oh. What is going on here? Okay. So the window capture is broken, but the game capture is suddenly working. Great, I guess. Well, what if I turn this off and turn this back on? No, it still doesn't want to do it. Fine, we'll just use this one. It means you can't see it if I get an achievement. Oh, no. Cool, well, thanks for letting me know before we actually before we actually get going. If YouTube finds me here on Firefox, I may inquire exactly how to use that script for you. Well, it's on Discord, apparently. Let's see here. Do. We good. Okay, let's get going. All right. What do I remember? Probably not enough. Probably not enough. Let's have a refresher. I don't remember anything happening with this here car squished person, but this bottle can certainly change. And not by much either. This can change. This can get scattered around. These can go away. Apparently one of these cabinets can get closed at some point. Don't think I've witnessed that one. Well, I've witnessed it, but I haven't noticed is the thing. And that's pretty important. This chair can shift slightly, as can this one. They are not the same event. I haven't seen anything happen with the shoes, but I'd imagine something can happen. This rock can go away. Birdhouse can turn into a face. These can get filled with bottles. This wood can get stacked slightly higher than the 5th slat. There can be a naked man in the toilet, and he's very upset about you. He thinks he's Gene, but I don't think he's Gene. This can get angled down to 90 degrees instead of 45. This can flip. This can turn kind of fadey. There can be something that jumps out of the water and murders me without much warning. But that's not here, is it? Was that here? That was here. That was here. That was at the sauna. It was. Okay. And something else can generate in the water over here, which may or may not be the Selkie. Don't actually know. Also, they can take my boat. The dang thieves. I guess it's not my boat. It's probably the Lumberjack's boat. But it's mine in principle. I saw it first. Okay. So we're probably looking for an actual anomaly to have happened at this point, yeah? We're probably actually going at this point. Oh yeah, this thing gets started up. I remember about that. May take me a little bit to get my hand in again. You know how it goes. That vase was an anomaly on a previous level, but it's not an anomaly here. And they have like 3 of them, and it's upsetting. These trees can cover this. This mailbox can go away. Haven't seen much happen with these bottles here, though. What was that? Was it just a fire? I guess it was just a fire. That's fine. This rug can turn blue. This one here can. Okay. Well, what's changed? This can be filled with eyeballs. It is currently not. Just in case you were wondering. All seems quiet so far, and that seems bad, because certainly something will have happened by this time. Question is what? And where? And why? So far, not good. So far, not doing great right here. Feel like something should have changed, but... Well, my first time back is often going to be rusty, of course. It's been a couple days. Plenty of time to forget stuff. Not have the exact outline of the levels ground into my brain anymore, you know? Still, I was hoping that I'd at least spot the first one. Oh, hey, Gene. You're not the first one, are you? Probably not. Probably not. There's probably something I'm already missing. Making sure there's not anything else here. Fire's still going. Rug hasn't changed. The boots were always this sort of greenish color, yeah? I think that was normal. If that is different, I'm kind of upset about it. In fact, why don't I check? I forget I get 3 strikes for free. I'm pretty sure they were that greenish color, but if they were blackish... Okay, we're not. They're not, and that's fine. That is okay. Well, what else? What else we got? I hear an owl. That's not an anomaly, I assume. I guess I'd have to see it. Ah, well, there's the blood gutters. That helps. The blood gutters are convenient. Still get the feeling I've missed the first one. I doubt it took 40 minutes for the first anomaly to show up. That seems pretty unusual. Still. At least we're getting somewhere. And I've only got one strike so far. It wasn't exactly a very well-earned strike. I did a bad job, generally. But one strike, not so bad. It's one. Hello. Making a post on that on the Discord. Thank you for doing that. It's a public holiday today. Hey, nice. Very nice. Enjoy. That's me on the wall. That's you on the wall. It's true. Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome. How's it going? This level still suck? Well, I'm only just getting started, but so far, yeah, probably. That's one tall bucket stack. It is in the sun. It certainly is. Tamper Monkey in the Discord. Yes. Good. Sounds good. Thank you for doing that. Is the bucket stack not supposed to be that tall? I thought it always was that tall. Is that too tall? No, it's right. It was like 2 buckets before. And now it's a whole bunch of buckets. That's a very good point. Thank you. That has definitely happened before, and I absolutely missed it. So thank you for pointing that out. I'd forgotten. It's but a small quantity of buckets and not a giant stack at all. I don't know. If you're weird enough to carry around 3 buckets and keep them on your property, surely you could be weird enough to carry around 8 buckets, right? Apparently not. Apparently not. No immediately obvious changes that I have noticed anyway. But at least we got the first 3. 3 from the first hour. That's usually all you get in the first hour in my experience. So I feel okay about that, even if, you know, I absolutely did not notice the buckets, so thank you for that. Given that I've noticed a whole, or not noticed, but I've got experience with a whole bunch of the anomalies that show up on this level, I have a tendency to get a little complacent, right? I'm like, well, I've seen basically what this level has to offer, but that's not true at all. Not even sorta. Oh, the side flipped. What are you doing, Sidemare? Cut it out. Trying to make me lose or something? I do kind of want to see that one happen at some point. Obviously, I've missed my chance this time, but it would be kind of fun to see it just swing down. At the risk of anybody passing through that doorway, I assume. Of course, the only person who would be passing through that doorway area would be the Selkie, so I guess I'd be all right with that. I know I probably shouldn't casually condone the murder of the locals, but, like, the Selkie has killed me, so I'm a little bit, a little more cavalier with their state of health, you could say. Although, I guess the Selkie charged a camera and shut down my attempt, sure, but I don't suppose I died, did I? I mean, maybe I did. If I am in fact the camera, then I may have died. I'm not sure how it works. I've never been sure how it works. Ostensibly, this is my job, but I guess if I was a camera, this would be my job anyway. Deep thoughts here tonight. The position of these 2 logs seems different, but I can't think which one it is different, so maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. Oh, hi! Thanks for making a shadow. I noticed the shadow first, interestingly. That is convenient. I feel like that one should be more alarming when you first notice it, but for whatever reason. I don't know. Seems chill enough. Wasn't this one different? Let me just try it. I feel like they were splayed in a way that suggested they'd been chopped in half. No, I guess not. Okay, well. 2 strikes. Next one causes a blue screen. But, you know, good to get those things out of your system early. Not that there's any limit to how many blue screens you can get, but, you know. Principle of the matter. Honey nut guts. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and deal with that situation. The chairs are still good, I think. I'm pretty sure this turns a little bit more towards the camera, and I think this one scoots away from the wall a bit further. It's hard to say for sure, but I think that's the case, you know? It's the best I can do. It's very important that this time I figure out what it looks like when the Selkie is starting to show up. Because I've never actually witnessed it. I've only just gotten there in time to get murdered, as per the doctor in the university. And, like, at that point it's too late. So I gotta know what the warning signs are and catch them. Or else, well, or else we're gonna be here a while. And that's not the plan, so... That's a light anomaly in the living room. Let me just take care of that. And it's 2 o'clock. Hello. Not seeing much that you haven't already reported. Lumberjack came and put away his extra buckets. Thank you, Lumberjack. And you said, no, take those back. Once again, inconveniencing the Lumberjack. Lost balance, my bad. Size shenanigans. There are still a few anomalies that you haven't seen yet on this level. I believe it. It's quite painful to hold that stance for 6 hours straight. Gotta let go for a moment. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Looked up a guide for this game and for personal use and found Scythemar mentioned in it. No kidding. Is that one, it's like that one SCP that if you see any pictures of it, it'll come and murder you no matter how far away you are? I mean... maybe? That's a bad thought. Yeah, maybe. Young Nikajawa, my good friend. Yes, sir. And I was helping a streamer when I saw someone on that guide that's still missing. Yeah, fair enough. Still really funny to see you elsewhere. Selkie? I like to think that when the dangerous anomalies get you through the camera, it's giving you a heart attack. That could be the lake monster. Yes. Ah, yeah. Yeah. The reason I know it's called the Selkie is because I got an achievement which claimed it was the Selkie when it murdered me. The one that ate us in the last stream. I remember now. Just didn't know the name. Yep, that's fair. All right, back to it. Fix that, please. Thank you. I do have to say that having the ability to report anomalies would be very convenient in a lot of ways. As long as you're content with your situation, anomaly reports would be very convenient. If you're not content with your situation, they'd be very annoying. Upgrade anything, renovate anything, and they're like, no, stop it. That's supposed to be this way. But, you know. Wait a second. The light was always out. It was flickering. The flickering was because it was on. Interesting. So fixing the anomaly just turned out the light. That's surprising. I wasn't paying enough attention, clearly. I just noticed the flickering, not the nominal status of the light. I don't think that's the right... I don't think I used the word nominal correctly just there, but that's okay. This tree... oh, hey! Does it get bigger over time? Or are there multiple trees that can anomalously spring up in front of the mailbox? I'm not sure which it is. Fascinating, because that was not the same tree that sprung up in front of the mailbox last time. It was much smaller. Huh. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels different, you know? Didn't feel the same. So far, not bad, I think. Oh, hi. You sure do have a throat problem. I can't really claim to know much about it. You know what? I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to do a thing. This barrel looks slightly different. I think it's not different, but I'm going to blue screen since I just got an anomaly, and I think it was the only one that was current. So by the time the system comes back up, we should have a new one. See, it's strategy. Strategy's happening. Now, admittedly, getting incorrect reports may increase the rate of anomaly spawn. Don't actually know about that in this game. But either way, I feel like it's a good idea. We'll find out if I'm right. Okay, we're back. Hello. Bottle's normal. Find something to report, please. Nothing here. Nothing here. We're back up, but everything seems okay. Wait. The axe is not okay. It may have sunk while I was looking at this camera. Thought I saw movement out of the corner of my eye, and I think it was the axe, because it seemed to be in that area. But when I first looked over, I didn't see anything, because it's subtle, as it turns out. It's a subtle change. But maybe it was like that the entire time, and I just didn't notice it. I don't know. I'm unsure. Still unsure which is the proper angle with that chair, you know? There's a piece of garbage on my screen, and it's right over the lake. And so when I come to that shot, and I'm looking for signs for the Selkie, I see it, and I'm like, oh, there's a thing, but it's not. It's not a thing. It's a piece of refuse on my screen, because I'm a slob. But I do have to remember that I need to cycle through pretty quickly, even if I'm not sure about things, because, again, early signs of the Selkie need to be reported immediately. These glasses should be a pot. Fix that. Keep on switching. This is not blue. This is not squished. This is not broken. This is not eyeballs. These are here. Yes, good. Oh, it's hard to tell. I think it's fine. Gotta keep moving, though. You gotta keep moving. Alright, alright. Hey, it's 3 already. Feels like it's going quickly. Someone breaks into your house. Report anomaly. He just ceases to exist. Just fades out of existence. Fire breaks out. Report anomaly. Fire is gone. Do we think the Selkie is the one taking the boat? Possibly, yes. Come to think on it, since it has to be... Like, if there's a physical object removing it, it has to be done from underneath. So the Selkie does seem like a likely suspect, doesn't it? The axe. Axe not defying gravity. Axe sings, I think I'll try, accepting gravity. I don't know the song reference, so I can't do a parody version. Maybe clean off the trash from your screen. No! Never! There, I did it. Wait, the kitchen's gone again. The kitchen is gone. I was going to try and... It's really convenient. That's the one that keeps going down because I can hear the kitchen... I mean, I can hear the fire in the living room. And so I go to check on the status of the fire because it reminds me of it. And then I can't. It's very convenient. We're past 3 o'clock, so some of the weird ones should start showing up pretty quick here. I mean, admittedly, the throat problems in the living room is probably one of the weird ones, but one of the less threatening weird ones, you know? I assume that the Lumberjack is just as threatening as the Selkie. I don't know. I caught him early last time, but I suspect he probably has it in for me, given, you know, what I keep doing to his living arrangement. I wouldn't blame him in the least. Not that I'm not going to stop him if he tries it. But I suspect he's another one we should catch early, if possible. That's a rock. I freaked out for a second because I could see something in the water. It was a rock. Oh no, it was a rock. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Absolutely imperative that you keep on moving. I haven't seen any changes recently. They should be coming fairly frequently. We're past 3 o'clock, as mentioned. But thus far, not seeing much. Ah, the rock's gone. Got that. Okay. Once again, it strikes me how long it takes to get rid of an anomaly in this game. I feel like it was a lot faster in a lot of the other games. I'm sure that was an intentional move. It does ramp up the tension, I tell you what. It's not like time is frozen while I'm reporting anomalies. No, indeed. could have some alarming ramifications, that. Oh boy, we're at Wubs. I was honestly not expecting that. What? Oh, okay, we got feet under the core. Let's make sure that. Okay, we got facing the tree. Let's make sure that Selkie and the Lumberjack are not present. No and no. We can get the tree head. What else am I missing? Quickly now, quickly. I'm guessing the feet were sticking out from under the car before, and I just missed it, huh? The head mailbox, I suspect I would have noticed. Is this... Hang on, I'm just in case. Is this actually repositioned and it's been the whole time? No. Okay, that's fine. Nothing here. Nobody here. Okay. Alright. I am in trouble, but less than I may have been if I hadn't seen two right off the bat, you know. That does suggest that there's at least one anomaly out there, present and active right now, that I've never seen. Either that or I've forgotten about it entirely. Either one is entirely possible, sadly. I don't think the chair has moved. But I don't know. And we're in post-Wubs now, so, like, if things get bad again, I won't have any idea. A little bit earlier than I was wanting that to come, but, you know, can't win them all. Regrettably, can't win them all. Give me my boat back! It's not my boat. It's probably not my boat. But it feels very proprietary at this point. That's not the right word for it, but it feels like it's mine. It feels like it's my boat. I'm watching it. Someone else is trying to take it. I get him to put it back. Clearly, at this point, it should be my boat. 4 o'clock. I'm worried. Let's see. It's from the Wicked musical. Defying Gravity, maybe? I feel like there was a song, Defying Gravity, but I haven't actually watched it. Oh no, we drifted. It's called Defying Gravity. So now we have a nice view of the background acts. Though the items in the kitchen cabinet got reorganized. They did? Really? The items in the kitchen cabinet got reorganized. I'll look at that again. Legs under the car. It's like all the objects just moved around, only a tiny bit. More legs for our centipede. Centorpede. The cabinet on the right wall above the sink. But he only has one arm. We need another arm. Cabinet items in kitchen have definitely been rearranged. I keep getting jump scared by the rock near the shore as it revealed as the motor moves. It's so ominous. The auto just freaked out and moved from one ear to the other when you said, give me my boat back. That was terrifying. I meant the camera drifted, by the way. Did it? Oh, yeah, of course it did. Because I scratched the stuff off of my screen. That makes sense. Ha! Well, there we go. Thanks for the heads up. I fixed it. Hello. All right, kitchen cabinet. Checking. But first I'm going to check for the Lumberjack and the Selkie. Okay. Kitchen cabinet. Huh. I didn't retake stock of this. This looks similar. I'll go ahead and report it. I'm going to watch it to see what happens when it changes, but... These shelves switched. This stuff was here and this stuff was here. Oh, that stinks. Oh, it stinks, though. That's very stinky. That's a stinky one. That's a stinker. But thank you for pointing it out. I would not have noticed. Clearly, since I didn't. Huh. Wow. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. Let's see. Chair adjust. Bottles are here. Bottles are present. Selkie is not. Lumberjack also not. Okay. Still gone. Gone is not the right word. Absent, you know? I keep accidentally switching back to the shot, and then I have to re-switch back to the shot to make sure I didn't miss the guy spawning in. Because I feel like... I guess I don't know. Clearly some things are able to spawn in and lurk around while you're not even looking at the camera. But I know that some things, like the monkey bear from the hotel or wherever, switched locations whenever you switched to that camera. So, you know, seems like there's a little column A, little column B in terms of when things show up. Sometimes looking frequently at a camera is in fact a bad idea. But you got no way of knowing until you start doing it. Wait, this boat wasn't here before. Is that where they put the boat? If they abduct the boat, did they move it over there? Huh. They stole somebody else's boat. Well, put it back. You already got a boat. Trying to pull off covert boat trades. Not on my watch. Probably had to be multiple parties involved in that process, too. One to steal the boat, and one to sneak in the other one. Hello, ghost. Thank you for moving your arm. I might not have noticed. I wonder what you're doing. Looked like maybe drinking something out of a cup, but I couldn't actually see the cup, so... Because you're a ghost, it turns out! Okay. No bottle shrink. No eyeballs. Pepper shaker's still there. Grinder, I guess. Pepper grinder. Mill. Pepper mill. No Selkie. No Lumberjack. The darts haven't moved, to my knowledge. Oh, hey. There's a shadowy figure in the painting of the house. I hadn't checked that in a little while. I wonder how long that's been there. Fancy, fancy. This chair has moved. Gonna wait here just until... There we go. Check for Selkie. No Selkie. Okay. No Lumberjack. No Selkie. I'm so worried about it. Mailbox is gone. Give me that back. And now we're getting to that worrisome phase where I've seen most of the anomalies that I know that exist, which means the remaining ones could be very subtle and nasty. I mean, there's still some fairly obvious ones I haven't seen yet. So we might be okay-ish. No Lumberjack. No Selkie. Now we check the other stuff. Good. This has been desaturated. Fix that. Okay. No bottle shrink. No eyeballs. Just abyss. Abyss in the warehouse. Pausing because it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock? Is it really? Wow. Ah. Let's see, let's see. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Bottles. Lumberjack went to the booze store. I mean, this is the level with the stink man. So, of course, it stinks. Garbage boy stink man. Genuinely surprised they haven't done anything with the car aside from the feet. It's kind of surprising, yeah. Boat in backyard. I helped with that on the guide. No kidding. I saw that. I've been keeping my eye on this car the entire game. Me with the plate. That's a really casual ghost. Ghost needs to use the outhouse. Just waiting its turn. They're just hanging out. The ghost was looking at the time because it wanted to use the outhouse. That's fair. They're vibing, chilling in the afterlife, drinking a ghost beer. Mailbox. Mailbox is gone. Mailbox gone. They stole the mail, which is a felony. Who steals an entire mailbox? Ghost, apparently. That's a felony in America. I don't know the law in Finland, to be fair. So Sharky was on the verge of death, the mailbox, painting, and chair. Maybe it's the last ghost because they're upset we disrupted their casual time. Oh, yeah, come to think on it. The mailbox, painting, and chair were all changed at the same time. You're right. I was pretty close. Disrupted their casual time. Selkie might be another one where you have to switch off screen as fast as possible. It might be, but that's what was theorized during the Doctor as well, and it turned out not to be the case. You just had to get there in time to report it properly. Which is why I'm continuing to try and move to the cameras as quickly as possible, which does mean I'm missing things, unfortunately. Towels gray. They desaturated towels. Normally one does not want saturated towels, but in this instance, no help o'clock. No help o'clock. Time for OST. That went fast. They're coming quickly already, though. You got this. Thank you. No help o'clock on the first try today. I mean, yeah, but it is like I got to no help o'clock on the last try. No, I didn't. The second to last try last time I did, and then the Selkie murdered me. Anyway, back we go. Here we go. Was there something I needed to check for? Was there something I needed to... No. I think we're good. Okay. Going. We're going. I forgot that I was in the middle of detecting something. Ha ha! That alarmed me. No bottle shrink. Okay. There's that music. How you doing, music? Chair's fine. The chair's fine. The Selkie is not here, so far as I can tell. Nor is the Lumberjack. This hasn't changed. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Choo-choo. Okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I really could use something detectable any minute now here. The bucket's fine. The bucket is fine, I think. It's footprints. The Lumberjack has apparently snuck in while I was away. That's okay. That's all right. I'm just going to take a moment to make sure the Selkie doesn't show up. Cool, cool. You know, one of those things where maybe detecting one anomaly makes another show up. It's happened before. It's happened before. Not this time, but that doesn't change it. No Lumberjack. No. I thought for a second the vase was a Muscle Man figurine, but it's not. It's just a vase. What's more, it already got swapped out for glasses, so, like, it's fine. Why is... I see you talking. Did I miss something? Maybe not. This thing here. The thing by the leg of the chair. That I remember you mentioning. There was a thing at the leg of the chair. That's tiny. What even was that thing? It was just like a disc. Just like a Corkin disc. Corkin. It's a word. Don't question me. Don't tempt me, Frodo. I don't know where that came from. It has nothing to do with anything. Don't worry about it. Maybe the disc does represent the Selkie's advent? It wouldn't seem to make sense, though. It's got nothing to do with the Selkie, as far as I can tell. Certainly I could have missed that before, though. Easily I could have missed that. I'm kind of surprised I didn't miss it just now. Okay, it's too quiet. It's too quiet, and I'm running out of things that I haven't seen happen yet. I think I'm on 2 strikes as well, so... Oh, hi, thanks. That's one I don't think I've seen. I've seen the Rattler rattle a number of things, including this, rolling pin over here, but not that. No Selkie, no Lumberjack. Sorry, I got nervous. We're back. Nothing here. Okay. No Selkie. Okay. No bottle shrink. No eyeballs. Pepper grinder. Chairs. Did this one move? Oh boy, I don't know if I want to take a risk on that one. I think I'm on 2 strikes again, aren't I? Not that you can answer me. Come now. Find something. Find something. Oh, hi! You blend right in, don't you? Wow, I don't like that much. I feel like that thing might have launched itself with the camera if I waited too long. I think that was the ceiling crawling guy. Quite possibly. I don't know for sure. Just seems possible, you know. That might have been it, by the way. That might be it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that might be it. We might be good. We might be good. Come on. Yeah, right. All right, good. Nice. Wow, an actual countdown. Look at you go. All right, hang on. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up. I think there's a light flashing in the front, in the door in the front yard. So I'm not sure if I was always doing that from the start. I thought I saw that too, but it was very rare. So like, wow. I wonder maybe that was happening the whole time, but it's just sporadic. That's rough. His music is terrifying, ominous. It's true, both fronts. Oh, the Sauna's extra item is back. Little cup by sauna chair. Oh no, dang yeah, the porch light is flashing. For real, I can't even see it. He saw, glory be, hooray. Yeah, the one little disc to rule them all. One little disc to bind them. One little disc to bring them all, and on the lakeside bind them. Chair got nervous. Porch light do be on. Spider! Spider? Wait, was it an actual spider? Or was it a spider in the game somehow? Or no, it was a crouchy guy. It was a crouchy Spider-Man. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. 31 anomalies, you're absolutely right. Wow, that's a lot. 31 anomalies is many anomalies. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. We did it. We did it. Great. I was hoping we'd first try that, but I wasn't actually thinking that I would. So thank you for your assistance midway through. I'm glad it all went so well. That leaves the pool. That leaves the pool. So that's just celebration. That's okay. That one's okay. Whenever I see those now, I'm going to be like, wait, what's going on? Which is fine. Honestly, that's fine. Keep it up. That's great. Okay. Pool hard. Here we go. The city of Redacted has closed off one of their public pools. How many do they have? Due to anomalous activity. Several people have been found drowned in the pool during the late hours of the night. None of them had a history of illness, and all their families and friends testified that they were skillful swimmers. During the 2 weeks prior to the pool's closure, swimmers reported someone or something trying to pull them underwater while they were in the pool. Many visitors have reported missing belongings and a general sense of being watched. Strange light phenomena have been observed in the general area around the pool at night. I feel like that's not the one to finish up your report with. I feel like the person dragging people into the pool and drowning them seems a lot more important than the strange light phenomena. But okay. It does sound to me like we're going to have the Selkie showing up again here. Guess we'll see. Everyone ready for a nice little pool trip? Ooh, the pool. Anomalies here are cool. This is, for real, a pool rooms reference, right? It has to be. Liminal pool space, the opposite of bearing the lead. I don't know about the pool rooms. Don't get drowned. I'm probably gonna, but I'll try not to. I don't know about the pool rooms, but here we go. Let's see what we got. Poolbul. Okay, sure, I guess. Blue, red, bag, Coke, trash bin. Shoes arranged in a very specific pattern. We got like an extended Tetris block here with the two more over here and then two down here. That is memorizable, but it's nasty. I gotta move. There's the yellow thing here. It's a towel of some sort. As swimming same suvrage or voting with wedger, says Walrus Man. Thank you, Walrus Man. She seems happy. This person looks like a Ken doll. Swimsuit, some shoes, pallets, bucket. Okay, these little things have green bottles in them. There's a red bag here. There's another one of them bottles. Towels in these two. Towels over here. Window. Don't like that window. Swoo safey. Swoo safe. Sway safe. Swoo safey. Sway safe. Shank you shafferty, says this dog, maybe? Rit Roland Vafrafty. A run out gig. Eeg, excuse me. And this is 55 minutes and 10 seconds. 53 minutes and 10 seconds. I can read clocks. That's a pool. Hello, pool. This door is open. I'm just going to check it because I got 3 strikes and I haven't been here yet. So just in case that's supposed to be closed. It's not. Oh, there's one in the pool. We got 4 cents and a ball in the pool. As well as a floaty thing. And a grate over there. Light over here. And there's another sauna. Everybody loves the sauna. Sauna rules. Can't read them. It's far too sauna-y in here. I assume it's supposed to be like that, but I don't know for sure. Okay. What's changed? Yeah, ma'ams are at the Walrus. The walrus man got angry. Let's go ahead and fix that. There's also some sort of shark person a la One Piece. There we go. Calm down, walrus man. It's not so bad. There's a bag here. The Swiss Safety Sway Safe guy looks a little different. Are you different? Did you always look that awful? Let's find out. You always looked that awful. Well, great. Lovely. Lovely, that is. That's lovely, that is right there. Okay. I don't know what that accent was. Don't even ask me. Don't ask questions. Was this door always open? I think not. Let's blue screen it. Blue screen it. The first, well, not quite the first half hour, but pretty close. Pretty close. Refreshing failure. It's okay. It's okay. This is the exact time you want to have a system failure if you're going to have one. I don't think it can even kill me in the first hour unless mistakes actually do accelerate the rate that things spawn at. I'm pretty sure it can't actually kill me in the first hour. Which it might. So I don't know. I didn't even look at these kickboards. Didn't even look at them. Didn't even spare him a glance. I know nothing about any of this. The stuff in the background, I was too busy reading the signs. I know nothing. Sandals there. Might not be real. Might not supposed to be there. I don't know. I don't know. There's some things here. I wonder what they are. I don't know. There's so much steam in there that I can't see a thing. Hi! Go ahead and take care of that situation. Go ahead and take care of that one. Thank you. Alright. Alright. She. It appears to say she right here, but it doesn't. And I know it. It's fine. Red, yellow, blue ball. We got a one window here and a port of some sort over there. Thought I heard something. Don't know what it could be, though. I keep skimming past this one because it doesn't seem like there's that much to notice whether it's there or not, but I wonder if they're going to prove me wrong on that front. Poobulbul. 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 Pubable. Maybe. Maybe best not to. I don't know. It's 1 o'clock. I feel like this is going poorly. How are you? Let's see here. Poolable. Pool Rooms is creepypasta based on a series of art photographs of a creepy, flooded, completely empty public pool space. Some of the anomalies here are real tough ones to spot. It's weirdly beautiful and also uncomfortable to look at. Pool Rooms. That bag is the same bag as in the previous level. Yes, reused assets are definitely a thing around here. I don't like most backroom stuff because I think it's overdone, but I enjoy the photos from that stuff was created from. Yeah, it's often quite good. Sounds like Simlish. This is definitely AI-generated signage. It surely is. Pool Cam. The original Backrooms video is awesome, but once they made like a whole SCP-style wiki and tried making it so much bigger, I lost interest. That's fair. Some people do apparently like saunas, yes. Wonder if Gene will show up in the sauna. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I like the idea of the Backrooms, but the whole... I think those clocks are seconds and milliseconds for racing, so it's 53 seconds, not minutes. That makes sense. Really quite clumsily done lore that sprang up surrounding it. Wait, doesn't that mean that the red... Wouldn't that... If that was true, wouldn't the red hand have to go around the entire giant clock thing once per second? That seems like it would be hard to pull off on that scale. But anyway, maybe. Really quite clumsily done lore that sprang up surrounding it. Walrus Man wants you to deliver stuff around his ship again. No, no, never, 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 never again. Never again. I actually recently rewatched some of that because the music was running through my head, so I rewatched some of my own playthrough for reasons, and yeah, never again. Never again. Not my thing. Walrus Man is here to give you his garbage. No. No, He can keep it. Yeah, same, back rooms. I get why people latched onto it, but once people put monsters and such into it, eh. Yeah, I agree, Felix. It felt like it was trying too hard to copy SCP. Yeah, for sure. Side, don't give me that hat in time PTSD. Hey, how's the cabin going so far? We cleared it. One shot. Yeah. But the basic idea of a dimension that you go up to if you clip out of reality is right up my alley. That is pretty cool. Hi, Mart. Free first side of the cabin. Yeah, cruising for a bruise and flashbacks. Yeah, we beat the cabin. We didn't see a single stink, man. It's pool time. Time for a swim. Cruising for a bruise doesn't exist if I can't see it. What? Nice going. Thank you. I am looking respectfully. Ooh, splishy time. Was that the poster? Looking respectfully? I think so. Cruising for a bruising is under your bed, waiting for you to lower your guard. Yeah. And then it hiss, and then it will demand that you escort an infinite number of babies and drinks to the prescribed locations. That's one of my two least favorite death wishes. It's awful. I'll swim, swangy swam. The other is the parade one. I see. That one was pretty rough. We're about to see Gene in spandex. Yes, them clock go fast. We had one for swim team at the YMCA I worked at. I see. Well, very well. I suspect that Gene would not wear clothing, even were it spandex. I'm rewatching The Hat in Time as well. No kidding. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. Anyway, back to it. This is my first time in the pool, and I suspect there's a lot that I'm not going to catch because I don't know that it's supposed to be there or not. You know? There's a ball here, for example. I don't know if it's supposed to be there. I got nothing. If this thing moved slightly from the surface where it is now to someplace else, I wouldn't know. Maybe this is not supposed to be 4, but it looks like there's 4 of them there, so it would seem to make sense if it was 4. There's a shadowy bucket over here. I feel like it's already been there, but I don't know for certain. Boo, 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 boo. Still like it was before, as far as I can tell. Yeah, this one seems rough overall. I mean, I've made it so far, but like, I could definitely see this one being a problem going forward. Was this always here? I noticed the ball, but I don't think I noticed this, and I feel like this would have been more obvious. Let's just try it. Is that my second blue screen? Let's find out. It's not, which means I'm 2 strikes in on my second blue screen. The gates were always open. That's just fine. I mean, it's alarming, but it's fine. 2 sets of slippers over... Not slippers, but, you know, slip-ons. Thongs. Flip-flops. These things. Were there always 2 sets? I don't remember, but I'm 1 away from blue screen, so I'm hesitant now. There's a set in here, too. Stairs here. It feels like the sort of thing that they're going to change, and I wouldn't necessarily notice, because it fits right into the scene. Yeah, good. Wubs. Hey, good wubs. Some fine wubs you got there, buddy. See if there's anything I can actually notice. If not, we'll have our first death and go back in. Obviously, I didn't get to memorize enough stuff on my first try. So, that's fine. It has been so. It's fine, I think. The lurking bucket. Oh, I'm dead, and that's all right, honestly. It's all right. Give me another chance to memorize things. I kind of welcome it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Which means I'm dead, and that's fine. A lot of chat going on, so apparently y'all noticed something. But I don't know what it is. I'll catch up with y'all in a second when I die. Genuinely, I don't know. Yeah, okay. All right. I got 2. I got 2. Something moved at the poolside, something was missing in the sauna, and there was an extra object in the entrance. Okay. Okay. I see. Let's see here. There's been quite a bit of, hang on. Why would Gene wear spandex? He wouldn't wear anything except for shoes and socks. I rewatched all the Deshwitz stuff recently because I felt like watching suffering. Well, it does work for that, for certain. Gene in spandex shoes. Now that I'm back to doing modded death wishes. Oh, fair. Gotcha. There we go, Jack. That was the light always... Was the light always on in the window in the poolside camera? Apparently, yes. Gene with a spandex pineapple. Now that would be something. Gene holding one of those rubber floaty flamingos for modesty instead of a pineapple. There you go. I don't know how that would work, but I want it. Gene isn't wearing Speedos, but the pineapple is. A raccoon egg. Tiny spandex suit on pineapple. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. A very modest pineapple. Very modest pineapple and a not-so-modest Gene. Pineapple is ready for the summer. Got that beach body. Ritlon. The envy of all produce. Side note, I know the intruders in this game by the names that Sharky and chat give them, so when other people... Watch their playthroughs and we see people call them weird naked guy. I'm like, what do you mean? That's Gene. That's our good friend Gene. We love Gene. And I forget that Gene is not his official name. And Mannequin Dave. Why would they need a pool camera anyway? Extra faucet on the right in entrance. I totally missed that. Does anyone remember why we called him Gene, who is sadly absent here? Do they need to check for squatting divers? No idea, Felix. I think we just threw names into the chat and Gene's stuck. That's possible. Seems about right for us. Hey, remember Lisa from the previous game? Wonder how that ghost is doing. Oh, I had forgotten about Lisa. I kind of still have. I don't really... She's still around. She rolled the bottle around in the train. Good for her. I do. She didn't want to follow us to these new places, clearly. A single towel on the towel stack was missing in the sauna, and I see what moved in the poolside, but I don't know how to describe it. Okay. So -1 towel and +1 faucet, and something moved in the poolside. Cool. That's okay. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to try and rememorize. Here we go. Back in. All right. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Poolside... Something moved here. But tricky to describe, huh? Okay. In the sauna, one of these towels was gone. There were probably 2 remaining, I'm guessing. And then an extra faucet was in... This... Oh, shoot, where was it? Where'd you say? Oh, this here? Like this thing? I wish I was better at retaining the names of the rooms that things went wrong in, but I seem to not be. Okay. All right, so there were supposed to be 4 shoes here and 2 shoes here, and that's all fine. 1 red bag here, 1 red bag here. There's 1 red bag in these first 3 shots. If any of those 3 ever goes away, that's a problem. There's a kickboard here. This tube of floaties. I feel like the tube of floaties may have been rearranged somehow. Might be wrong about that. Probably wrong about that. That wouldn't be hard to describe at all. Bottle, cup, maybe? Seems like a cup. Okay. 2 flip-flops on a towel. 4. This directly above the change. Okay. There's trunks here. There's a bucket here and a bucket there. This one has the scoop in it, and this one doesn't. I still don't know what these are, but they're ominous and lurking in the corner. Pialotka Hurricane. Okay. The 2 things I got last time, incidentally, were this poster changing and this poster changing, so there's really not anything impressive about that, unfortunately. There's this... Okay, so there's big showers here with a little thing on the side, and then there's 1 little shower here. And I think that's been the case the whole time, because that window's always been there, so I think that's fine. Tube. Unless that's the extra faucet that showed up. The thing that I forgot where it actually was. That could be. Could easily be the case. This is all the same. Yes. This all looks good. Is that a swim cap underneath this swimsuit? I think so. Some mysterious brown bag. A bucket. The bucket was always there, I think. I believe the bucket was ever present. Pink and then yellow over here. in case those switch or something. 2 towels in each of these cubbies. Hi. I'm leaving. Those ones, man. Whenever there's like something staring at you and not really moving very much, but just, you know, just staring directly at you, that always messes with me pretty good. I'm pretty sure in this series I've discussed the fact that I used to have a big problem with things staring at me. You know, had to turn all my toy dinosaurs toward the wall, that sort of thing. I got a history, man. In that particular region, anyway. 53 and 10. That was... I don't remember if that was always there. Let's see if it's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be there. That's fine. That's okay. It's probably going to be not the arrangement of the flip-flops, but how many are in each cubby, huh? And I've been memorizing the wrong thing about it. Could easily be the case. Too many windows around here. You know that? Too many. Arutoin Ig. Well, this isn't going well at all. Aside from the Watcher, I haven't noticed really a thing. There's a thing here. I don't remember if that's supposed to be there. There's a ghost in the pool. There's a ghost in the pool. Kind of flipping around. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, and then I'll... What? What? Hang on. Okay, there's a problem. There's an issue. I cannot report the ghost in the pool, but anyway, maybe I did the wrong camera. That could be. Right, the pool is the above ground one. I got to do the underwater one. That's what happened there. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on chat. It looked like a clothing iron next to the garbage on the left. Nah, extra faucet was an entrance. The foot washing station, I think. I see. Under bulbul. Oh, it was a bottle. It fell over. I see. Normally, there are 5 faucets in the entrance, but it's the faucet on the far right that is the extra one that shows up. Those are the thingies the hot coal live in that you dump water on them and make steam, I'm guessing. That would seem to make sense. My son, Cat, is yelling, meowing loudly at me. This is a bucket, dear God. Son, what do you want? There's more. No. That was an unpleasant face, man. It's true. I'll swim and sangy swim. Visions of Waldo Mask dance through my head, indeed. Verfrati. It contains the dying wish of every man here. I had an old Woody toy in my house that creepily sat on a high shelf. The eyes weren't painted evenly, so he never looked like he was staring straight. I forgot the rest of the dialogue. All I remember is the Scout's drawings. Yeah, I mean, that's really all that's important. There was other stuff that was funny, but that was the best part. It always felt like I was looking through you at something else. That would be distracting. That's creepy, Darkus. It was. Thanks, Darkus. Very cool. Pool ghost. Having a good time? Ayo. I think there's a Coke bottle in the entrance by the gate in the middle that shouldn't be there. Really? If it's the only one on the left, it's normal. Give me the Coke bottle. I'll down it. Probably you said down it. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. There was supposed to be a Coke bottle in the entrance for sure. But at first I got to deal with this ghost situation. Underwater. There we go. How does that suit you? Ghost underwater? Great. Cool. Yes, this is normal. These faucets. These are the faucets you discussed. I see. There are 5 of them. Was that a problem when there's 5 of them? I don't remember. Did one of them go away? My brain isn't working quite right just yet. Those faucets, though. I see. I see. One of these bottles fell over. That sounds like what you were saying. I see. Okay. Keep an eye out for that, too. This wasn't here. That wasn't there. It's like a little water tower. Why would I need a water tower on top of my building at the pool? I ask you. Okay. There's a little note, there's a little label on this door here, similarly over here, but I'm pretty sure those have always been there. If the letters change, that's mean, because the letters don't mean anything, because they're AI generated. That sure is underwater. There's a tube here. Has there always been a tube here? I genuinely didn't notice there being a tube here, but it could be like a handle for standing up. I think it's probably supposed to be a handle for standing up. They also don't tend to put anomalies in that particular area because it's easy to accidentally hit the arrow here. But there could be exceptions to that. I don't know. Do these shoes look slightly different? Oh no. I know they're going to be nasty and subtle about it, and I haven't memorized it enough to notice that sort of thing, you know? I'm not to that point yet. I heard that. What was that? Why are you making water noises at me? Why are you making water noises at me? Wait. Ports on the wall on both sides here. Okay, now that's... I didn't look at those. I looked at the port elsewhere. The port in the wall elsewhere. It's a different port. This one. This is the one that I looked at. Maybe. Yeah, because there's a tube here. That's... Oh, good. Whoops. Great. There's something here. I don't know what it is. Can I find something before I die? Can I find something before I die? Signs pointing to no, I can't. Looking for the things that we've identified in the past. I'm not seeing them. Either that or the fifth faucet is in fact a problem. Why don't I just... Worst that happens is a blue screen, and then I die, and it's fine. Great. Yeah, it's fine. I got 3! That's a 50% increase in efficacy. Missing object in the sauna. Was the towel gone again? I genuinely didn't notice. Great. Extra object in the pool side. Object replacement in the shower. Extra object in the pool side. The pool side being... Because the pool is the wide shot before the underwater one, but the pool side... Still working on this. There's a pool side and there's a pool. It seems totally unnecessary. Oh, wow, okay, we got a bunch of stuff again. Let's see. Down it, like chug it. Yes, I figured. The reason why I couldn't read what you said was not that I didn't understand what down it meant. It was because the word down was directly behind the heart thingy. The heart emoji sending device that I cannot move. Ghost Speen. 5 is normal. Straight up thought the faucets were a sink and a bench. Faucets and sink were a bench. The smiley poster in the locker room is creepy, it's true. Our neighbors are blasting their music insanely loud. Send help. I'm sorry to hear that. I cannot. Anomaly detected. Neighbors are assholes. You report them and they phase out of existence. The music isn't awful, but I'd still rather not hear it. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I just overlook things for so long that when I do notice something, turns out that it's really been there all along. Yep, me too. Same. I can smell those showers. Smells like chlorine and feet. Oh, lurk time. Good luck and good stream, everyone. Okay. Good lurking to you. Thank you for stopping by. Wet country. Bye, Scythe. Neighbors are now talking super loudly. I'm going insane. I just want to watch stream in peace. Neighbors said we will personally ruin your whole time. Anomalies have gone to the pool. It sounds like they're throwing a party or something. Bah, what timing. I'm sorry. I hope things clear up for you soon. No idea what the missing object in the sauna was. It wasn't a towel. Indeed. Missing object in the sauna, extra object in the pool side, object replacement in the shower. Okay, I doubt I'm going to be able to tell which of these things were, but let's at least have a look and see if I can get somewhere. Object replacement in the shower, extra object in the pool side. Okay. The pool side. This is the pool side. There was an extra object here. Wow, really? I actually didn't notice it at all. And then something missing from the sauna, but it wasn't the towel. There's not that many things here. 2 shoes. The post. We got 3 ports in the wall, 2 lights, 2 buckets with a scoop each, towel here and trunks there. There's a faucet underneath the sauna rules. That might have been gone. And there was a replacement, an item replacement in the shower, but no, I genuinely don't remember well enough to know what happened here. That's okay. Back to memorization. Come now. 5 and this, and there's signs over there, and this one's closed. And these have windows next to them and 2 ports there, and the walls are filthy. Pair of shoes here. 2 pairs, 3 pairs. Then we got this stuff in the center. We got double windows here, single windows here. That leads to another pair of windows. Then we got pink and then yellow. We got double windows here as well. Windows over there with the tree outside. We got towels. Yeah, okay. Okay, and we have the loopy pool noodle things. They're not. They're floaters for like the... They're like barriers, floating barriers. I don't know what to call those. There's a thing here. There's a thing here. There's a bunch of little things over here, and if they change stuff about them, it's going to be super mean, but I bet they're going to do it anyway. Chair here, chair there. 5 diving point blocks on both sides. Is that moving? Are you moving? You look like you're moving. It's just the water flexing it around. Cool. Or the water is pushing it left and right and it's supposed to be moving. I don't know. I swear it looked like it moved. Ah, Sharkman's back. Walrusman's upset about it. I mean, that's well and good, and it's nice to have a buffer, but, like, I gotta notice the nasty things, or else we're never gonna get anywhere here, you know? So I wish it would save that sort of thing for a little bit later, when I need that sort of assistance. This faucet really looks like an anomaly, doesn't it? It looks like it shouldn't be there. There's no other ones on any of the 4 sides. I don't know, it strikes me as odd that it's even there to begin with. This is directly above that. That has been the case. Okay. Blue and then red here. Specifically in that order. Pair of shoes and they're flipped over. These are likewise flipped. Pink and then yellow. Is this window different? This is a double that goes to another double. This was a double that goes to... Reconnection successful. 50% frame droppage. What happens if I... Does that help? No. Oh, hey, we're back. Oh, hey, we're back. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. It does seem to have smoothed itself out somehow. I don't know what was going wrong, but I assume there was some kind of outage. Presumably on YouTube's side, because I couldn't fix anything on my end. But then again, I'm largely powerless in these things. I'm going to catch up on chat since we have it paused. Just going to take the opportunity. Discovering new anomalies is stressful. I'm going to go ahead and set up my laptop so I can use my over-ear headset instead of my earbuds. It's probably a good idea, yeah, with the situation you got. Pink towel, green towel in shower. I see. In the shower, the red bag on the bench was replaced with a trash bag. No kidding. I'm at a loss for the last round's anomalies. Oh, I saw that trash bag, but I thought it was normal. We are learning. Safety spaghetti. Lane markers. Those floating things are lane markers. I prefer safety spaghetti. That's fair. I think the big weird faucet is for children's. It pours water and they can splash about in it. I think I've seen that kind of thing before. Could be. And then the stream went down. My gut is telling me something is going to happen with those shoes in the entrance of Ellen Julie. It does seem like... I think they might be fiddling with stuff on the back end given the recent UI changes and all. I hate the enshinification of the internet. Help stream quality. Okay, we're back. We're back down. That doesn't look good. 50% frame droppage is not good. It couldn't actually be. Could it? It did go back up after I got rid of this last time. But I think it was a coincidence, right? Yeah, it's a coincidence, I think. I hope. There's no way a slightly higher quality webcam is causing the problem. There's no way. There's no way. What can I do? What can I do? Let's see here. Settings. Let's try lowering this a little bit. Reducing the frame rate does nothing. I'll be back. Okay. Okay. We might be back. Wow, I nearly set my bit rate to 1,100,000. That would have gone great. So webcam was a problem. I think it had been a problem the whole time. I would think so, yeah. I'm surprised you could see that. Checked a couple other live streams, and they're not quite so bad, but they're low quality. Seems back for the moment, but who knows how I'm going to stay that way. It does seem better now. Well, we're just going to monopolize on the fact. We're going back to it. In the meantime, I'm swooping up the frames. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate that. We're going back. We're doing it. And if it goes down again, we'll consider when we get to that point. Resume. Okay, there's a head on the bottom of the pool as well, which is convenient. Because I don't think I've been wubbed yet, and so it's nice to have some obvious things right off the bat. If it goes down again, report anomaly. That would be the correct course of action, I suspect. I suspect you're right. As to why I was checking chat in the middle of an hour is because there was some heart emoji earlier. And I think it was just a person being considerate. But you never know. It's a very good way to get my attention. Absolutely it is. Okay. So this bag here became a trash bag, right. I even said specifically, if anything... There are two red bags. There are two red bags in the locker room. Or the changing room, I guess. There's one in the first one, and there's one in the third one. And I remembered only seeing one in the second one when I was checking for them, but there are two now. And I feel like the 2 is normal. I don't know. Typically YouTube doing something like this at this time of night here in the US. Anomaly detected. YouTube. Anomaly detected. Low bandwidth. My bandwidth is pretty good, though. The heart emoji was me. I was just a bit behind the front of the stream. I was encouraging it to be stable. Well, thank you for that. Okay. Okay. These 2 bags were definitely here. Was this one always red? That I don't know. That I don't know for sure. But this one was definitely red. And I do remember it changing to a trash bag, and I did not notice the difference. So, do better, I guess. Me? Just generally do better. Four. It's supposed to say 4, so that's good. That's a good thing. Faucet's still there. I don't actually know that it goes away. But I feel like this red bag was always there. This one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Genuinely, I'm not sure. Hey, that was my 3rd one. What do you know about that? It's a heck of a thing having a shoddy connection to YouTube during a stream of this game, of all games, wherein things could go wrong and it might seem like it was part of the game and intentional. An extra layer of complication. Splashing noises. Apparently you just get bonus splashing noises while you're here, which is pretty cool. Ceiling. Did it always look like that? With the crisscrossing. It looked like these tiles on the ceiling. Is that... Just in case. The ceiling and the floor being exactly the same seems weird. But it's not. It's not weird. It's normal. Why would that be weird? It's nothing. It's fine. It's fine, apparently. It's fine. Pink and... I remember saying this one was yellow. Or green. Someone said green, but... Either way, it looks faded, but I don't think it's actually faded. I think I'm just second-guessing myself. It still looks to be roughly the same color, just... Oh boy, we're wubbed. 130. 130. Hi. Are you okay? You seem okay. He's fine. He's getting by. It's a living. There are 2 more out there right now. It would be pretty cool if I could find one of them. Oh, hey, the bottle fell over. I found one of them. Hooray! Hooray! Where's the other one? Again. Okay, never mind, we're good. I've just remembered that I didn't look at that faucet. The one on the edge of the pool, you know? The one that's supposed to be there. Hey, we got 6 faucets over here. Both of the ones that I was supposed to know from before showed up and I didn't notice them. And I got wubbed and I deserved it. Question is, was the 6th faucet the 3rd wub indicator, or was it in fact one that showed up since I got wubbed? Probably not. Usually you have a few seconds more than I did there before you die. I suspect those were the 3. I suspect I just found all of them, which is actually a bad sign, because that means that basically everything I'm aware of has already happened. That's a bad position to be in. On a level I'm unfamiliar with. Not great. Not promising. Hello. Do you know the guy who's in the cubby? There's some passing resemblance between the 2 of you. You got less hair than he does, but... The fixed glazed over stare and the pulsing of the not the pulsing, but you know the flexing of the mouth seems similar. You know, I don't know if that can be a genetic thing. I mean, it can be, surely, but like when you're, you know, just ahead, I don't know how it works. It's 2. I'm doomed, but hey, we're still alive. Both bags red. I've been looking at the locker bag. Got my eyes on it. Did the shoes change direction in the sauna? They did. The toes are normally pointing forward. I remember the straps. I remember that too. They must have flipped and I didn't notice it. Well, luckily, a YouTube buffering circle is not a usual anomaly. Was the sauna scoop originally in the bucket? Oh, maybe. No, it should be sitting beside the bucket. I'll have a look at both those things. I'll be back. I still have stream open. I'm going to just play something else for a bit. Okay, sounds good. Enjoy. Dual-hand swimmer. I went to the pool, left his head in the locker for safety. Have fun, Serena. I like how the 6th faucet is squished in on the end. It's like, architecture. The faucet is back. Oh, maybe you might be behind the stream again. It's possible, since I still have that function where you can, like, watch the past if you wish. You might want to refresh just to make sure. Anyway, back to it. Apparently 2 things in the sauna. This is supposed to be here, and this one's supposed to be there, so that's fine. But these did flip around. You're absolutely right on that front. But the scoop is... Wow, eyeball. Wow, eyeball. Hello. I'm going to just excuse myself, okay? The scoop is supposed to be next to the bucket, and the other one's inside the bucket, but they were both the same as they ever were, as far as I can tell. I wonder where that eyeball was relative to the rest of this. A little bit of a splashy noise. Probably just an idle noise. When you have a pool, the water moves around because you have to keep it cycling, right? So there'll be splashy noises, I guess. I guess that's normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 shots. There's 7 shots here. How did I never notice that? There are 7. There's 7 here. No wonder it felt like a little bit more to take in than usual. There's actually 7 shots, and I just didn't even notice. Okay. These are books instead of towels now, aren't they? Aren't you? You turned into books. You thought I wouldn't notice if you turned into books, didn't you? Dang it, they've always been like that. They look like books. Why do they look like books? Why do they look like books? I was so sure I was right about that. I was 100% sure I was... There's a distortion in the underwater. I cannot leave. Great. You never know with that particular sound effect. It's usually something has locked you in, but it could be a distortion and it could be an abyss presence, so I didn't want to jump to any conclusions, you know? Okay. It was also relatively subtle for a distortion. Like it was just sort of zooming out and fisheyeing very slightly, very slowly, which as these things go, is pretty subtle. 53 and 10. Swift safety, swift safe. If I wind up having to do another stream to finish the pool in, it will probably be called Swift Safety, Swift Safe. Just so we all... The trunks don't look like trunks anymore. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Yeah, someone just rotated the trunks and they no longer look like trunks. Convenient that they no longer look like trunks, because otherwise I would not have figured that out. But someone just rotated them 90 degrees lightly. And that's not allowed! The third shower is gone. I see emojis. Oh, we're back down. We're back down. Just give me a second. Why? I was because of the stuttering on stream. Hey, it's back already. I shouted at it. I roared at it, and it's better now. Ha ha! The power. I'm ending Baldur's Gate 3 tonight. No kidding. That's quite an accomplishment, as I understand it. Also, boo. I'm using the YouTube app on my iPad, so I'm back to where it's caught up to the stream again now. Don't keep books in the shower unless they're those plastic books for babbies. Pool distorting. Where will all the water go? Underwater distortion. Thank goodness for the audio cue. No kidding. And for the fact I was locked in and had to do something. Imagine trying to detect a slightly more water-distorted lens. Make sure to swim safety, everyone. The ghosts are swimming and need their swim trunks. I was literally about to type snozzberries taste like snozzberries. We are aggressively related. That is true. That was a very brief outage. It seems to have fixed itself. Scare the YouTube into submission. I've done it. I'm learning. Okay. Great. We're going back. A lot of extra breaks in here tonight. I'm sorry. There's outages. I can't help it. I can't help it. Are these going to change on me? They're all blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, and they're all in line with each other. So hopefully it should be obvious if they change, unless they all change, in which case, screw you. All looks about the same. Towels are still there. Keep being on the verge of sneezing and it's not happening, so that's fun too. Why does this look different? 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 things on the bench the entire time, but they were... It was always like that. It was always like that. It's fine. It was always like that. It's fine. Stairs with railings. 3 crates. Kickboards. I am already wubbed, so like I could be dead and I wouldn't even know it. I could be on my way out as we speak. Ah, towel gone. Towel gone. Why is this towel so stiff, by the way? I mean, I know that, like, a low-quality towel might be a little bit stiff, but why is that towel, like, stiff as a board? It's leaning over the edge of a sink. Like, maybe you should clean your towels more frequently. Crusty. Yes, no doubt. Exceptionally crusty. The towel gone is not necessarily an anomaly. What if someone just took a towel? Well, they're not allowed to, so it's an anomaly. I have a very aggressive policy on these matters. And it's not subject to change. One, two, three. There's an abyss in the dressing room. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Nearly got the entire floor. Should have still had some time before it would actually consume me, but, well, couldn't get it out of the way as soon as possible. I really am on the edge of being about to sneeze, and I have been for way too long. It's a problem. This bucket was further back. It was further back. And rotated, as it turns out. But the point still stands. Okay. Well, this all looks roughly the same to me. Are there supposed to be? No. I was thinking there might be supposed to be kickboards in the bottom right there, but I think I'm wrong. These flip-flops, are they supposed to be on the right side of the towel? I'm not sure. Big old head. We're just leaving mannequin heads all over the dang place around here. I'm going to watch you, just in case you move. Just making sure, you know. You got to be sure about these things. A light sprinkling of heads, pretty much all over the place. Hello. Which is going to make that centipede we've been working on really concerning, honestly. I mean, it was already pretty concerning with all the feet and only one arm. But now, how many heads do we even have? I think we're up to like 4 or 5, right? It's a lot of heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're down 1. Entrance, dressing room, shower, pool, side, the pool. The camera malfunction pool. Okay. Looks right. This one hasn't changed yet. I feel like it will eventually. Red, yellow, blue. It's always red, yellow, blue. There's a thing? A tent? Wait. Did some poor homeless person just set up a tent on the other side of that fence and I just kicked them out? Because I don't feel good about that. Tents are hard to set up. And also, it's hard to find yourself a spot for that sort of thing. Like, I have mixed feelings about doing my job under these circumstances. Seems quiet. Probably shouldn't be quiet. There's a thing. There's a thing right here. There was a thing here. Like at one of these chairs. I think it was here. Nice. 4 o'clock. How are you? The ghosts are damp. Someone takes a towel. Report anomaly. This lumberjack came for a swim to decompress from his tribulations. When they go to clean their face with said towel, it's just gone. Who be moving my bucket? Walrus man. Now that's an old meme. That's true. Can't help it, I'm old. I mean, yeah, that's how we do around here. Hey, how's the observation doing? Okay, honestly. Things are going okay. Hello, Amoeba. We're grappling with the pool and also YouTube outages, so beware. Yes, occasionally it has been dropping it down. Just spam the little emote button whenever you notice problems, and I'll try and stop streaming so we can try and fix things again. But it seems to be on YouTube side from as far as I can tell. You first tried the Stinkman's Cottage. I did. Also remember to swoof safety. Yes, it's very important. Out of genuine curiosity, has anyone here played a game called Blue Dragon? No, I have not. I'm not even familiar with it. Centipede Hydra. Dave, no, I have not, Darkus. Our centipede is many-legged and magnificent. Centipede. Centipede Hydra. That is sure something. I've never found a second person that has played that game. I've heard of it, but never played it. It's like classic Final Fantasy with Dragon Ball's art style in 3D. Sounds like it has potential. Neat. A cursory Google says it was Xbox 360 exclusive, and I never had one of those. I did, but I also... Don't have a great excuse. It was before I started the channel, even. Homeless Ghost, Ghost on the Roam. The game was so big that it was separated into 2 or 3 discs. Oh, that was always fun. Please insert disc 3 to continue. Also, if anyone was for real wandering around this haunted-ass place at night, or God forbid, sleeping in it, they're going to die. That's a good point. That's a good point. This is not a good place to set up. Mist Exile was the same. My 2000 Eras game were mostly stuff like that. I know I haven't played any of the Mist series, but I did buy a Humble Bundle that was basically everything that the company that made Mist made. So I have all those in my Steam account. I just haven't touched any of them yet. Do yourself a favor and search up Blue Dragon's boss theme. More people need to hear it. Eternity. I will try and remember to do that. It would help if you threw a reminder in Discord or something like that, because my record in terms of retaining stuff after the stream is not great. Sharky missed playthroughs? I know you've suggested it. It's just a question of when. It's always just a question of when. I really, Really wish that I could stream more than 2 days a week, but I can't. Anyway, back to it. It's 4 o'clock. I don't know how dead I am. I might be okay. I'm probably not. I'm probably going to die soon. After all, I got wubbed in at 2? Wasn't it 2? If that. It was a nice early wubbing. So, yeah. Death approaches. Better skedaddle. Ah, this thing's back. The water tower. Got plenty of water, thanks. Don't need no tower full. Although I do assume that the most of the water around here is rather chlorinated. I don't know why I would assume that the water in the water tower is not chlorinated. Also, I don't know what a water tower of that size is actually. It's probably not a water tower. I need to sneeze. It's a real problem. I'm having problems. Hello. How are you? I'm having problems. Nose problems. Haven't seen much. Haven't seen much, and that's a problem. Oh, the gate's closed. Open the gate. Open the gates! Immediately. Okay, I got that. That's still there. These are in the same order. This is all the same. If that crate has moved, it's been moved for most of my runs, so I don't know for sure. Someone's moving, and I hate it. I hate it when they move things. Were these always here? Probably. The ball's gone. The ball is gone. I hope that this is roughly where it's supposed to be, because I genuinely don't know. Ball's back. I got it exactly right. That's pretty cool. Good job, me. This is still here. I don't know if it ever goes away, but it feels like it might. Coke bottle there. Yep. Sure. This all tracks with what I'm familiar with. Nothing to see here. Okay. Wait. Are these... No, that's normal. I think that's normal. They might be switched. They might be switched in color, and that would be exceptionally nasty. If I get the same reaction next time I pass through, I might report it. I genuinely don't remember which one was top and which one was bottom, but it felt wrong. I don't know. Please don't be my third. Come on, please don't. I asked nicely. Not nicely enough, apparently. I'm probably dead. That's disappointing. We're also late enough in the game where aggressive intruders are not unlikely. So if I spot one while I'm rebooting, I might just die before I get a chance to do anything about it. Which is, you know, a fun angle too. We're back. I'm back. Hello. I sure could use something to report. I sure could. Use something to report. Oh, hey! Hi. I don't think that was Gene. He didn't have shoes on, but he did look up alarmed. I think, in fact, that was the same guy from the what do they call an outdoor toilet? There's a word for it. Isn't there? Is there not? The outdoor toilet back at the cottage. I feel like it was that guy, the one who closes his legs and screams at you. And who can blame him for that, you know? He had the same way of noticing when you report him and getting upset about it. Although he didn't scream at me, but that may be because I you know, circumspectly left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm worried. I'm worried about my prospects, but it's no help o'clock. I'll put it in Discord for anyone who's curious. Do yourself a favor and do play them. Do the Unity port. If you do yourself a favor, if you do play them, do the Unity port of the first game and not the HD remake. While the HD remake is good and very pretty, it loses some stuff with the static skyboxes. It was around 1:30 when you got wubbed this round. Wow, that was early. And lack of the final secret age, which, while it is small, is very pretty and a teaser for the second game. I see. I think I got both versions in that bundle, but thank you for letting me know. Update. So I'm playing an FNF mod, and I'm so insanely out of practice, my hands hurt so bad. I'm sorry for your hands. I could definitely see that being a problem. There's a lot of button pushes you got to do in FNAF. Get funky. I hope you're not getting sick. Sometimes when I have to sneeze for a very long time, it leads to a flu or similar. I hope not. Wow. Good to know, though. Thanks for the heads up. I was moving. Sorry, I'm visiting the pool tonight. Felix, you're going to get extremely haunted. Get out of the pool. Sure hope there aren't any ghosts. Are the ghosts haunting me, or am I haunting them? That is the question. Despite everything, it is almost no help o'clock. Gene's brother. Outhouse, outhouse, outhouse. That's it. Thank you. That's the word. Gene has shoes and object and stands, but his brother has no shoes and refuses to stand up. This is how we know. It's true. This is how we know. All right. No help o'clock. Here we go. Trash bag. Good start. There are not many other anomalies I know about, so it's a little worrisome to have started off with the thing. The last thing I knew might change. We'll just have to find more. Shoes are the same, as far as I can tell. Steam in the shower. I assume it's going to let me report it that way. First time I've had to use that function. Good thing, too, because I don't think I could have clicked on it accurately and had it, you know, finish registering the circle in time. Did that move? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, I don't think it did. That's it. I don't have any strikes right now. I could report it in a relatively harmless fashion. Maybe I will. Gonna. That's fine. That is fine. I do feel like it's going to bite me in the rear end that I keep flipping past the... That's different. That's obviously different. Wow, thanks. That I keep flipping past the underwater shot so quickly. But it seems like if there's anything wrong with it, I'm going to notice it right away, you know? Sway safe, excuse me, sway safe. Come on. I'm not seeing anything. And that's alarming at this point. I think it should be changing quite regularly at this point. Woo! You got intense! Getting a little bit manic there in the pool. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but you shouldn't be following this guy's example. Ah, blood from the ceiling. I wouldn't have never been so delighted to see blood from the ceiling for the first time. All these nice, obvious anomalies just showing up at the end of my run, like, I'm not gonna say no, but what are you doing? feel like I've seen a lot in the sauna today, so it would be kind of surprising if there was more in the sauna. Not impossible, but just, you know, surprising, generically. I'm being very quiet. I realize I'm sorry. I'm focused. It's not necessarily helping, but I'm very focused. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. Ah! The book towels, they moved cubbies. Wait, do I have to click them or do I have to click where they were? Either one works. Great. That might be a win. That was right at the end. But I've done that before. I've gotten one at like 56 and still lost, so do not relax. Hey, we got it. 30. That's quite a few. That is several. Nice. Hey, we did it. Drains broke. They got rid of the publum. We are swoofing so safety today. So close. Wait, really? Yeah, we did it. Was that attempt like 2 or 3? I think it was 3. It was 3, because I got 2 the first time and 3 the second time and 30 the third time. We saw no intruders. That's true. Not a 1. We saw Gene's brother. We did see Gene's brother. That's true. They were off partying somewhere else. 3rd time's the charm. True, but he shows up everywhere. Oh, wow, it's over? No intruders specific to the pool. Bene. 10 times better than last run. Apparently, yes. Now, it's only 8 o'clock. And there are a number of intruders that I haven't seen. So at this point, if y'all are amicable to the idea, my inclination would be to check my list of achievements, which tells you all the unique. AJ. The subject seems to be markedly more proficient than originally thought. JD, indeed. None of the previous subjects lasted through the entire experiment. Have the boys at HQ managed to isolate any outliers from the data? AJ, analysis is still ongoing, but they are not expecting to find anything with the current hardware. JD, understood. We should continue monitoring the situation. Basing their voices off the ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. Do you think we'll be able to find them on time? Why do you ask? On time? Well, if it has taken us this long to find the first capable subject, how long do you think it will take us to assemble an entire team? At this rate, the anomalies will get out of control. The amount of anomalies taking humanoid form has skyrocketed lately. It's not our job to worry. There are people with higher salaries that need to worry about that. Cool, good attitude. As long as you do your job, and I'll do mine, we don't need to worry about these things. Cool, JD, thanks. Right, you're right. Just remember what our goal here is. Nothing else matters. And what's your goal here? Right you are. Cool. Well, that was helpful. So, which task have they assigned you for tomorrow? Oh, I'm on anomaly eradication. How about you? I'm on observation duty. Title drop! I see. Neither one of... Classified. Witness the secret ending. That was the secret ending. I got the secret ending? How did I get the secret ending? Why is the music goofy now? The music's super goofy now. It's like someone just messing around with an electric keyboard. With a zombie in the background. Maybe it's a zombie messing around on an electric keyboard. Great. Anyway. Intruder hunt. Intruder hunt. Yes. Oh, that sounds excellent. Lore with we go on observationing. Are we part of an experiment? Are we going to be? We are going to be part of a crack team apparently because we're so good at anomalies. Well, no, this is weird. But they did the thing. But bam, secret. Ooh, secret. Luck of the draw, I guess. Anomaly report. Goofy music. I'm loving the goofy music. It's great. So I guess anomaly eradication team is who is on the other end of your camera. I assume yes. This is like the Zote menu levels of funny. It's true. It's very much like the Zote menu. Oh man, I missed the Zote menu. Thank you for mentioning it. That's cool, actually. I agree. Okay, so yes, I'm going to do it like it is. It might throw some personal information on the screen, but you know what? Who really cares? It's fine. Okay. Your achievements. No, I want to know what the ones I don't have. The ones I don't have. Can I not check that here? Okay, I'm going to have to do it on my own. Hang on. Okay, so we've got the intruders I have not observed are the Banshee, the Patient, the Marionette, and the Stalker. Now, I'm guessing the Patient's in the hospital, and I'm pretty sure I think the Banshee's in the hotel, because I've seen references to it, although I have not seen it myself. As to the Marionette and the Stalker, I have no idea. You're not in window capture anymore. We see no thing. We see no personal information for the record. Well, they sound fun, don't they just? Right, we're on game comp capture. I forgot that was a thing. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'm going to start back at the hotel. No, not the hotel, the hospital. No, the hotel. The hotel's where the Banshee is. And they're in that order. Banshee, Patient, Marionette, Stalker. And so I'm guessing hotel is the Banshee, hospital is the Patient. As for the Marionette and the Stalker, I'm guessing the pool for one of them, because we didn't see any unique intruders in the pool. If anyone wants to check into where we can go to find these things, don't necessarily tell me, like, how to, because we don't even, like, I've beat all the levels. I'm going to be doing them on normal, just so it goes smooth, you know? But I also don't want to necessarily waste our time, so. Banshee, I believe, is in the hotel, so we'll start there. Sounds good. I am seeing him fine. I see you're from South Carolina, and your real name is Steve. Oh, you meant the Chivos. I'm attempting checking locations. Thank you. Okay. In the meantime, though, let's get going on the hotel normal, and let's see if we can find ourselves a Banshee. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee that I'm going to, you know, find them. And as soon as I do find all the intruders in a given level, I will throw. So we won't be wasting extra time, you know? But that doesn't mean I'm going to have to make it to like 3 or 4 in the morning in order to have them start showing up, so. This will take a while, but I would like to see them, and I missed a lot, apparently. I was looking at Chivo list, and the lake monster is not called the Selkie, it's called the Nixie. Sorry, it is the Nixie, not the Selkie. You're absolutely right. That makes way more sense. It's true. Selkies is horses, isn't they? Which makes sense. I was confused because Selkie's a seal. That's right, the Selkies are the seal. What's the horse? Kelpies. Kelpies is horses, Selkies is seals, Nixies is like water fairies. I was like, that does not look like a Selkie. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I had my mythology all mixed up. Yep, Kelpie is horse. Indeed. Okay, hotel time. This should be fairly straightforward because, you know, normal mode. But no guarantees, of course. No guarantees. That said, I do feel like I did a number of attempts through the hotel, so I suspect this will work out fine. So, refreshing myself on what there is to remember. I get the impression that most of the anomalies that show up in normal can also show up in hard, unless they're just too obvious, in which case that's not going to be a concern. If they're super obvious, I should be fine, theoretically. Theoretically. I wonder why the tip of this person's finger is like that. I mean, it's just like an artistic choice, I suppose, but it makes it look like they're wearing a glove and their finger's sticking out, or they're not wearing a glove and their finger's sticking out in a sense, you know? You know what I mean? I do hope that the menu music is permanently changed, by the way. I genuinely hope that. I wish that. I also suppose I don't really have much reason to, like, not look at chat while we're on the way. Aside from that, I might get too distracted and not notice things changing. That's always a possibility. Plus, if y'all are talking to me, you're not necessarily going to be watching for changes. So if we're just having a conversation, that may backfire pretty horribly, but, like... maybe I'll just keep to the normal system. It works pretty well after all. Just hopefully I don't embarrass myself and die immediately, because at the moment I'm not seeing any anomalies, and that's an issue. Oh, right. I also have unlimited tries, don't I? I can't remember which orientation these are in, so I'm going to just report it. I forgot. There's no penalty for failure. Wow, that's huge. It's enormous. Oh, hey, this guy's got a third eye. How you doing, buddy? I don't think I've seen that one before. Alright. I know there can be a Smeagol in this particular basket. I remember that. It was fairly obvious. But not as obvious as you might expect for a Smeagol in a basket. Red car in front of blue car. That's always been the case, right? I think so. There's no penalty for reporting. The only penalty is that I can't report another thing immediately. If there's something I suspect, I should just go ahead and poke at it, because what do I have to lose? Plus, I mean, it's earlier at this point. There's not going to be a lot of anomalies. It feels like there should be more, but that's because I'm, you know, I was just doing hard mode pool a couple minutes ago. I do wish there was a way to guarantee we'd get the intruders, you know? Like, even if it was something like, maybe I should do a bunch of false reports. Like, once we get a little bit further into the night, maybe I should do a bunch of false reports whenever I'm not seeing anything, so at least we just get more anomalies. I don't know if it works, like I say. I don't know if that's how it works, but if it does, that might be something. Just cycle through all the possible anomalies. If that's even a thing I can do. I know that something can go wrong with these towels, but I don't remember what, so I'm going to just report it and see if anything happens. Nope, that's fine. That's just fine. Oh, hey, the bed's green. It's supposed to be red. And that's 3 anomalies in the first hour, so that's probably all of them. I can't imagine there's a higher anomaly rate in the first hour on normal mode. Nixie is a creepy English water fairy. Yes, that's the one. Stalker and Marionette are both pool, apparently. Makes sense. The Marionette is in the pool. MS Ether Cave Noise. Normal mode. Normal mode. Normal mode. Yes. Oh, now I want to watch that movie again. I have it, I think, but I think I have it on VHS. So that's cool. I don't even know if my VCR still works. True, actually, we don't need to hard mode it. It's been ages. Stalker might be in the pool as well. It's little Jack Horner. He stuck his thumb in the pie. Oh, that would do it. Jack, same here. I feel like it was high school, something like that. Could it be a fake nail that extends down to the first knuckle of the thumb? Maybe. Secret ending unlock is just complete all maps, which is a bit disappointing. There doesn't seem to be a super secret interaction that unlocks something like that in the other games. That's kind of disappointing, but at least we got it. The only thing I can find about the patient is that the one guy in the wheelchair in the hospital corridor that you already saw. I got nothing on the patient so far. Bed color change, I think. Patient apparently appears in the lobby, according to the guide I'm looking at. Wheelchair guy was in hallway. The lobby of the hospital? I hope we're still on track to doing the hospital to get that guy. Because if that's the case, then we'll just have to do this place until we get Banshee, hospital until we get patient, and then just pool. Just bum rush the pool until everybody shows up. And the gang's all here. This door looks short. It's not short, but it looks short compared to these panels. I don't know. Something like that. The hat goes on top of the glass of bourbon. Hi! You're surprisingly alarming, you know that? I actually jumped for a second there. Because suddenly there was noises. Loud noises. It's such a quiet game, you know, up until the point that it's not. Anyway, bourbon glasses can wear hats, but hats cannot wear glasses of bourbon. That's just simple logic. You could try and make a hat wear a glass of bourbon. Depending on the hat, it might work out even. But you'd have to have pretty good balance or not be wearing the hat. If it was like a flat, like if you had like a winter hat, you could put it on a table and have it wear a glass of bourbon, and that would be no problem at all. But it's not very impressive. And it's kind of a stretch for the term wear. Well, this has been a good one-sided discussion. I hope you all enjoyed it. Steam from the sewer in the entrance. That's the second time I've seen that in the past half hour and also in the entirety of this game. Maybe there are more steam anomalies on normal mode or something? Seems possible. They seem like they'd be pretty hard to miss if you're actually, you know, paying attention. If you're trying to flip through turbo speed, it might not work out so hot, but if you're doing that, then what are you doing exactly? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Sorry if I seem to be fidgeting in my chair a lot tonight. Maybe that's a thing I do all the time, but right now my legs feel particularly sweaty. I think it's just a little bit warm in here. And it's just a shade uncomfortable. Just a little uncomfortable, that's all. And the thing about this game is it does involve a lot of sitting very still and being very focused. So if I have something like that, it's going to be really easy to notice it. And I am noticing it. Oh, yes, I am. Okay, I haven't seen anything in a while, and that seems like a problem. Surely, is there actually like a red mark on that thing? Is there always a red mark on that thing? There's probably always a red mark on that thing. Okay. It's been a little while since I did the hotel. Probably just over a week, yeah? This would have been the first stream, I think. I think we made it to the hotel the first stream, didn't we? Yeah, we did the first 2 stages the first stream. I remember. So it's been a while. I remember a number of the things here, but I don't remember all of them. It's too quiet at the moment, though. I don't like it. It means I'm missing something. Ah, the hat's not on the bourbon glass. Look at this. I was talking about it extensively. And then I failed to notice when it switched. Well, that's fine. That's great. We got it. He wanted to prove me wrong. Talking all this smack about how it can't possibly wear... the hat can't possibly wear a bourbon glass. Except under certain circumstances. And I'm like, hey, watch this. Allow me to prove you wrong. And then it did. Smeagol! Hello! It's 2 o'clock. How are you? Yes, the hospital. Something, something, don't run in the pool, you'll slip. Ghost! I forgot about that one. Bing bong. How realistic would the Deep Sleep Flash game series be for Extra Life, just out of curiosity? Flash games aren't exactly easily accessible anymore. The main problem with Deep Sleep is that I played all of them. Like, I played the entire series, and they were great, but I played them. So, like, that's not entirely impossible. It's just, like, I try to do things I've never played before. Admittedly, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't remember about them, but it wouldn't be my first choice because I have played through the entire series. If I was going to do something along those lines, there are a couple options out there. Like, there's a couple of games. It's not really, I'm sure it's not the same thing at all, but I was looking through highly recommended games from the past 2 years when I was looking for stuff to do for Extra Life, and I stumbled across, there's a game called, what is it? It's like Milk in a Bag of Milk in a Bag of Milk, and then there's a sequel to it called Milk. It's like milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, and then milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. And apparently they're quite short. And like the first one's really short, and then the second one's like an hour long, but apparently very good. I don't know if they have anything, if they're even similar, but yeah, anyway, I already played them. They're very good, but maybe I'll consider it. They are actually. Flashpoint has a huge library of stuff. I'll check if Deep Sleep is on there. Yep, they have all three. Actually, the other thing also is that that's horror games, and they're very good horror games. But also, this year I actually have 3 main contenders for Midnight Horror, and they're all interesting for different reasons. Like, I had a recommendation to do My Friendly Neighborhood, which does appear to just be like Sesame Street, but horror and also with guns. And then there's Homebody, which is apparently the Outer Wilds of horror, and that sounds amazing. And then there was one last year. What was it called? There was this psychological survival horror game, third person, sort of pixely looking art. Not that pixely looking, but I can't think what the name is. Oh, I can just check my Steam list. And apparently it's one of the best games of last year, but it's another horror game is the thing. So, what's it called? Probably someone's already said it, but I'm going to look it up. I'm looking it up. Signalis. Signalis is the one. So yeah, I have a wealth of choices for horror times, and I don't know what to do. It's a local file once you download it. I don't have Flashpoint because there were a few old Flash games I didn't want to lose access to. Right, gotcha. Smeagol! I wanted to suggest World of Horror for the Smoky Times during Extra Life. That's another one! Yes, there's also World of Horror, which is like Junji Ito inspired, which is guaranteed to make me squirm a decent amount. I see. I mean, if you want a horror game, Below Zero is right there. That's true, but we're going to get to that on streaming eventually. Weirdly, I didn't find Below Zero nearly as unsettling as the original Subnautica, but nothing can top the original Reaper Leviathan for me in terms of freak-out factor. Me either, to be honest. I think it was just because I was more used to it. Oh, My Friendly Neighborhood is great writing. Real Sammy moment. Fear of Fathom, maybe. Are you trying to give me more options for Midnight Horror? Because there's a problem with this. One of these years, I'm going to have to wind up just doing an entire Extra Life that's all horror. I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe I just need to stream more, but I don't know how to possibly work that out. Anyway. Hotel. Hello, Smeagol. Goodbye, Smeagol. It's 2 o'clock. We're getting intruders. Not particularly aggressive ones, but perhaps the time has come for bad reports? I mean, I've already been doing some bad reports, but I could just do more bad reports? It still makes me a little nervous, and I also don't know if it'll actually help. It might, honestly, not. Oof, excuse me. I'm going to report this towel. Hands! Hello! How are you? I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. That is helpful for the, Centorpede. We needed hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Plus, these one had some pretty extravagant nails, I tell you what. Seemed almost inconvenient to have nails that long. Depends on what you're trying to do with them, I guess. I'm sure there are certain tasks that they are well suited to, mostly murder. Probably mostly murder. But also, like, you know, getting things out of cramped spaces. You can't flex them very much, is the thing. You'd have to just, like, use the tension against the back of whatever it is you're trying to scrape. I don't know what don't worry about it. Forget this. Forget it all. Nothing happened. I haven't been doing bad reports. It's fine, though, because I'm looking for actual problems, like that one, for example. Hello. It's almost always just the sound of it that gets me to jump, you know? Because, again, it's so quiet up until the point that it's not. Hmm. 2:30. Garbage bags. Yes, I know they're not anomalous. It's a bad report. It's on purpose. It's on purpose. It's intentional. This thumb. It's weird. Fix it. I genuinely don't know if that's going to help, but all I can do is try, right? We've never seen anything with the lions on this stage. I wonder if we'll get the opportunity to see something with the lions today. Oh, the laptop's flipped. How long has that been the case? Have I been just blithely wandering past that for a while now? Wouldn't surprise me much. I'm reporting you again. Yeah, I know. The hallway can get really long. It just hasn't yet. I get the impression that the false reports aren't actually doing a thing, huh? I don't feel like we're getting any denser concentration of anomalies, despite my efforts. And I guess that's fine. I'll just be patient. Just hope that a banshee shows up. Are those eyeballs just rolling down the stairs? They had a seam around the edges, so I guess they're not real, but what the heck? Oh, you know, if I see, particularly in a stage like this where there's only the one intruder we're looking for, if I see her, I should just let her kill me, if you will, if you can. As a banshee, I feel like she should be able to, you know? Canonically speaking, banshees usually are pretty good about the murder. Even if it's by generally supernatural fashion. But, you know, I'm currently on the other side of a camera. So, supernatural is your best bet, I would think. I'm reporting you for never moving. How dare you? Hi, how are you? If you did an all-horror Extra Life, I would never leave the spookiest Extra Life possible. I don't see an issue with this. You're super fun on the Extra Life stream, Jack. I mean, yeah, stumbling in at 7 a.m., half asleep, going, horror time. Hi, my hands are dying, so I'm back. Hello, welcome back. How's you were doing the FNAF right now, right? Am I remembering right? Two people left to play other games, and I think you were the one playing FNAF, I think. More arms for the centipede. As we watch the Sharky Sibs get progressively jumpier as the day goes on, I could seriously go for a Coca-Cola right now. Fair. I cannot help you with that, but I hope you can find one. Yoshikage Kira's Ghost. Thank you, Mart. Yeah, I really enjoyed the multiplayer stuff when you showed up last stream, even though I couldn't stick around for some of it. Oh, yes. Yes, it's I agree with Mart on this front, by the way. Time zones, yeah, fair enough. Sorry, Felix. I love how gleeful Jack is while Sharky's getting wigged out by whatever fresh horror is happening. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, admittedly, we also did play 2 of Jack's favorite horror games last year. I'm pretty sure. That was last year, wasn't it? Iron Lung and then Observation? That was last year, right? Pretty sure. I thought they were lemons, but probably eyeballs. Well, I think technically Banshees just let you know someone close to you or maybe you are going to die, but I don't think they do the killing. Yeah, that was last year. That was. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I suppose they don't do the killing. Technically speaking. They leave it to other people or they just signal that it's about to. They're more of a, Hi! Are you the Banshee? Are you good? You seem a little Banshee-ish, maybe? I'm just gonna watch and see what happens, okay? Da-dun, da-dun. There's like voices saying da-dun, da-dun. I'm gonna just go ahead and... You don't seem to be killing me, so I'm gonna just... What a remarkably agreeable Banshee. I got you flowers. Meet the Banshee. That's the achievement. Great, I did it. I found her. Well, I guess we can get out of here unless there's anything else interesting going on right now. Nope, I think we're good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and quit. Yeah, okay. Harbinger? Yes, Harbinger. I was actually trying to think of like Oracle, but yes, Harbinger also works. She, flowers for us. Oh, she's sad. Pretty sure she's going to kill you. Take the flowers. Oh, she was nice. She was. She just wanted me to take the flowers. And I didn't. I absolutely didn't. She was Bartholomew. She came to the wrong stream, clearly. All right. Well, Banshee discovered. To the hospital then. Normal, yes, play. Of course, that also means we got about 10 to 15 minutes of slow times before we get to the theoretical main event, provided we even do. That's the thing. There's really no guarantee. Just keep giving myself a nice little refresher here as to what we're up against. I do indeed remember the hospital. I feel like the hospital gave me some trouble, didn't it? But then by the end of it, I knew basically everything that could possibly change. Just a question of what I retained and what's going to be relevant here on normal mode. The lobby is where the patient's supposed to show up, yeah? I think so. I think someone said something about that. That seems familiar. All right, then. I wish it was something like if you gave false reports... No, never mind. I was about to say something entirely stupid. I was going to say if you did false reports, maybe time would speed up. And, like, everything would still happen at the same rate that it was going to happen if time hadn't sped up. But then you could just use it to, like, speed run the game as long as you were noticing everything, right? You could just be spamming bad reports the entire time and the whole thing would only take you, like, 15 minutes. And that's just not how it's supposed to work. It's just not how things are done. 15 minutes in. Should have something happening. Gotta find it, though. Hello, young Nikajawa, my good friend. How are you? Still not admitted to the hospital. That's how you are. Just infuriating what you gotta do to get service around here. Man, I'm just charging through my water lately. I mean, that's a good thing. I need to drink more, but, like... means I run out before the end of the stream, which is not ideal. Then again, could have it to be in for Extra Life itself. Staying hydrated during that mess is very important. I can't... Now that we were discussing Extra Life games, like... I know I've talked about it a little bit in the past, but, like, the problem I'm running into this year is that a lot of the games that I want to try... Frequently, my games list for Extra Life stems from stuff that I want to try that has come out in the past, year or two, and sometimes longer than that, that I just haven't gotten around to, and I don't think I'm going to, and I want to have an opportunity to get my hands on it and see if it's, something I want to flesh out for later, or if it's, wow, you really want to get in here. I'm really sorry, but it's not happening. Or if, it's something that's just good as a one-off. But a lot of the games that I want to try right now are these things that are, they take about 11 hours to play. And that's a bit long for Extra Life. Yeah, it would fit in there, but, like, a game, I mean, unless you set out to just do, like, a thing where you're doing that game and that game alone, which is not how I approach Extra Life. And a game can get exhausting. Like, I always remember, like, when I played Celeste on during Extra Life. I played the entire thing in one sitting, and I actually was getting kind of sick of it by the end, just because it's detail, like high accuracy platforming. And after 7 hours of it, I was tired. And while it was a really good game, and I'm really glad I played it, my experience was not as good at the end because I did it all in one sitting. I just wasn't prepared for that, I guess. And it was also partially because, we were running up against the end of the first 8 hours, and I had people who had showed up at the place, and they were waiting for me to finish the game. And you cannot, unless you're way better at precision platforming than I am, you can't rush Celeste, particularly your first time playing it, And I was trying to, and it wasn't working, so. Got to be careful about which games I choose. How did I get on this topic? I'm just talking to myself. Hello, how are you? I feel like there should be a third anomaly. We've already kicked out the Jawa twice. Poor kid. Probably not a kid. That's probably insulting to refer to a Jawa that way. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Didn't even think about it. Blood! Found it. Found the third anomaly. Normal mode is kind of comforting in a way, isn't it? After, roughly 12 hours. No, 14 hours? 14 hours of hard mode? It's rather different. One of the lines can move, but did we never see it? We never did. We never did. I don't think we ever got Wandering Line. Shame. I don't remember many of the anomalies here. You could check if you get penalized for spamming false reports on normal mode and finishing the night, so it tells you the total anomalies you found. I mean, true, but that would take half an hour. Naked Jawa just wants help. Yeah, 7 hours of Celeste would hurt after a while. I don't know how you have your schedule yet, but did you decide when you'll be doing Dead Cells? Blood. Now, see, the problem here is that my schedule, as such, tends to not be one. Generally speaking, the schedule goes a little something like this. I have the first 8 hours set aside for one game. In this case, that may not happen because I can't find a game of the appropriate length. I'm thinking instead I might do, what's it called? Strange Horticulture? I found out about Strange Horticulture, which seems to be about a 5-hour-long game that seems to be mystery solving and also botany. And it's apparently quite good. So I'm interested there. But then all the other games that I've been considering for Slot 1 were things like Neon White and, shoot, I had a list, but it's on my phone, and the phone's in the other room. I can't remember. But there were all these things that would take longer than the first 8 hours of the stream unless I just specifically didn't let them. So I could just try out a couple of things, and that might be something. Anyway, that's the first 8 hours. That leads up to roughly 4 or 5 p.m. Central Time, at which point usually Jack shows up, and then we usually do local multiplayer for a couple hours, and then usually around 8 or so, we get Jackbox out, and the audience can participate. And that goes usually until either we get sick of it or until midnight, which is when I switch to horror. And that goes until we're done with whatever we can stomach in terms of horror. This is always black, right? It's always black. And then I just do whatever I can to stay awake until the end of the night, which this time may wind up being a decent amount of Mario Wonder, and provided I can convince Japan to take my money, there might be some Suika game thrown in there as well, even though that seems like a bad thing to actually give me access to. Seems like a dangerous thing to actually have access to. But, as far as Dead Cells is concerned, if there's a specific time that would be useful for you for it to show up, I can probably make that work. Probably. As long as it's not in the one chunk of time that is actually fairly denotated, which is, I think, the time that is worst for you, so that works out pretty well, although it's a shame you can't participate in Jackbox. I'm not seeing anything change, and that seems like a problem. Maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing instead of just, blabbing the entire time. These are gone. That's something. Got all the big obvious ones out of their system, huh? Now they're going to do a little bit more subtle things? Maybe. Maybe. Shoot, I really wish I had that list in here. Once we find the patient, or once this particular attempt ends one way or another, patient found or not, I may go get that list just because. Wow, I've never seen that one. I didn't realize the left one could change in that particular fashion. I think I've seen all the other ones. Wall Mouth and Sad Man, and I can't remember what the fourth one was. But yeah, apparently there's just like, oh right, Suffering, and then I don't even know. Like an agonized giantess. Because she had the clouds across her eyes, see? She must be very big. She may not have been agonized. She was at the very least weeping, it seemed like, based on what I could tell of her expression through the clouds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I know this can move, but I'm guessing that's a hard mode thing because it's pretty dang subtle. Just in case it's already moved, let's go ahead and poke it. I don't think it has, though. I think it moves to the right and becomes a slightly different flyer. But there's no penalty for failure, so what do I have to lose? This can go away. Was there more stuff on the floor in here? Why do I think there was? There was a one flyer and there's a... I don't know. I don't know what my brain's trying to tell me. Nothing, I don't think. Nothing real. Just making stuff up. Bad time to be making stuff up, I'll tell you what. Hey, Wallmouth, how you doing? Get out of here. Nobody likes your styles. That's not necessarily true. I'm sure that you fit the aesthetic of a number of people. But at the moment, I banish you and your styles. It's 2 o'clock. How are you? Da-da-doo. I would have suggested the Dead Space remake, but it would take you at least 12 hours to beat for Extra Life. That's true. And I also played Dead Space back when it came out. And it was good and all, but it was also... I mean, I played it. I think I'm going to be heading out for the night. My stomach's killing me. I'm sorry to hear that, Saruna. I hope you're all right. Hope you feel better. Thanks for stopping by. What we want doesn't matter. Do what you want. Audiences will happen, I suppose. But like, I try and find a nice middle ground between what I want and what you want. You know, that's kind of what I go for. Go take care of yourself. Yeah, for sure. Do go take care of yourself. Hard Eyes at the Dead Space remake. Not a good one for Extra Life, probably, but damn, it's so pretty. Jackbox. What is the day of Jacked Box? It would be Saturday, November 4th, starting at around 8 p.m. Central Time. It's yeah, roughly that point. It sometimes can be a little bit later than that, but somewhere around there. That's usually when it happens, I think. I feel like November 4th, probably around 8 p.m. Yeah, that. Exam room object manipulation. Did I miss something? If it was in the first segment of the stream, maybe after the first 4 hours sometime, I don't want to set any restrictions since I do not control the stream, but that's hovering around my Sunday. Yeah, no one is surprised that I like Wallmouth styles. Yeah, I figured. Ultimately, do whatever suits you, though. Yeah, okay, fair. It could be a thing, like, if I do wind up starting out with Strange Horticulture, it may be that that'll end, like, 5 hours in, and then I could do Dead Cells after that? I don't know. We'll work it out. Often it's way more freeform than it probably should be. I would probably do well to do a schedule and everything since, you know, that is like my only job. But alas, I'm usually not quite so organized. I usually just have a number of games that I've installed and tested, and then we just sort of bounce around and see what we feel like. And it usually works out okay. Gets a little bit more freeform towards the end of the night. And I have felt bad that there have been certain times when it's been quite late and I've actually started up a game and gotten a little ways into it and was not able to focus anymore, so I had to stop playing it. That happened to Wuppo. That happened to... Oh, never mind. The other thing it happened to was not, in fact, something like that. It was a horror game that I was playing and it wasn't what I was looking for. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Sally Face. I actually got through the first episode of Sally Face. There was one where you were this little girl in a mental hospital, wandering around, and there was a bunch of horrific stuff going on, but it was more, I don't know what it was. It just wasn't scratching the itch that I wanted at that particular time, so I wound up switching games, and I felt a little bad about that. I feel like I disappointed some people when I did that, but like I was also tired, of course. I don't know. I don't know. I also can't remember what it's called. I genuinely can't. I'm sure it's still in my horror games list in my Steam account, but like probably never get back to it, and that's a shame. Because I hear it's quite good. And what I played of it was good. It just, I don't know, wasn't holding my attention at the time. I guess I wanted something that was gonna, I don't know, be a little more like immediately alarming, I guess? I don't know. Here I am playing Observation Duty, which, I mean, yeah, it has certain scenes that evoke that particular response, but mostly it's sitting here staring at rooms, you know? What was that game called? I don't know. This thing can go away, but it hasn't. Oh, right. Object manipulation in the office, you said. Examination? In examination? Object manipulation. Object manipulation. I wonder what it is. I can start poking at things. I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. These books? No? Okay. I think it's something that I've never seen before is the thing. Oh, great. We got wubs. I should find something. Blood on the scale. Blood on the scale. What else we got? There should be two more. One of them is probably object manipulation in the exam room, but like, I don't know what it is. So... I don't see anything different. Genuinely, I don't. Keep looking. There's got to be two more. How is this possible? How am I missing stuff at this point? You know, I'm going to pause it and find out if anyone saw stuff. Franbo. Franbo! That was it. Franbo. Thank you. That was the one. Freeform game moment. Little misfortune. Wait, no, it was... Oh, man, what was that called? Excited for Extra Life, though, regardless of what you end up doing. Me, too. I'm excited for it, too. And apprehensive, because, you know, I'm 40. And, hey, this is upside down. It gets harder to stay up 25 hours every year that I do it. That said, it's certainly not impossible. I have definitely had days in the past year, even, like, over the course of the summer, there were a couple of days when I was hooked on something or other, and I wound up tearing myself away from my computer at 5 in the morning. So it's like, clearly I still can do it. It's just a question of if I can maintain enough focus to run a stream while also doing it, you know? I had paused the game to see if anybody had any advice as to what I was missing, and nobody did. So I hope I don't die. Not that I'm blaming it on you. I'm blaming it on me. It's just that my desperate attempt at cheating failed, and that's a shame. What is it? What changed in here? I don't know. The posters are all the same. Suffering's here. That's helpful. Thank you, Suffering. Hey, we made it to 3. All right, then. I see nothing. The little monitor on the wall is not supposed to be there in the exam room. Really? Oh, yeah, the grid shelf is gone, and there's a monitor there. Scrunkly papers in the corner of the examination, maybe? Scrunkly papers. You're absolutely right. This isn't supposed to be here. Scrunkly papers in the corner of examination. I just noticed them, but maybe they're always there. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Scrunkly papers in the corner. I don't see said scrunkly papers. I observe not ye scrunkly papers. Those are the same as they've been, I'm pretty sure, but... Oh, hey, there's a bottle. Hello, bottle. That's a remarkably innocuous thing to change. I mean, it's obvious, right? but it's also just, it's just a dang old bottle. It's just a dang old bottle, man. I don't remember which depth this room is supposed to be. One of them is wrong, and this might not be the wrong one. Yeah, that one's fine. I thought that the TV was an Abyss presence for a second. It's not. It's a TV. We're past 3 o'clock, so the patient can show up at any time now. That would be super helpful. I felt so in control of things back in the hotel, you know? There was never a time when I was in this state where I'm like, what am I doing? Hi! You're not the patient. Go away. I can't remember if the spiked grinning demon person is one of the named intruders. I feel like it is. Maybe that's the ceiling crawler? That's probably the ceiling crawler, huh? I don't remember what the actual name is for that individual, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the named individuals, you know? Come now. How am I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I'm worried. Hasn't been much happening lately, and I'm already wubbed. I don't want to just fail and die, you know? Like, this is normal mode. The whole point is I'm supposed to be able to breeze through it. But I'm not. I am failing to do that thing. All the things I'm thinking to check for are not, they're just chilling. Ghost baby! Ghost baby in the bathroom! Potentially, I was going to say it was a reference, potentially an oblique reference to... Why can't I think of words? The thing that they made is a sample for a Silent Hill game that never actually came out, and it was walking through a hallway over and over again, and it got worse and worse and scarier and scarier, and it was genuinely quite horrifying. But there was also a baby in the bathroom. An exceedingly fetal baby. I'm sure one of you has mentioned it in chat at this point. Why don't I just pause it and look at it? I don't have to prove anything right now. I'm just looking for a patient. Hi. Yeah, it was those you clicked on. Maybe they were pamphlets. I don't know. They had a look of a face about them. Pareidolia. Yes. I don't think Highway Demon had a name. In the guide I was looking at, they just called that guy a funny man. More like a funny looking canned laugh track. I feel like the Ghost Baby is a PT reference. That one. Yeah, given other references in this game. Yeah, that. PT. Playable teaser. That's the one. That's the one. The game that launched 1,000 spin-offs before fading into the night, and no one can play it anymore because it's gone. I'm guessing there are still places you can, like, get it, but not legitimately. I haven't actually tried. PT. I can't remember if I ever downloaded and tried PT. I feel like... Shoot, maybe I did. But if I did, it was ostensibly before the channel started. I don't remember when PT came out, but I guarantee you I didn't finish it. I don't remember if I did try it. I feel like if I had, it would still be sitting around because I never delete anything. Maybe it was on a drive that died? That seems more likely than anything else. Sad man, how you doing? It's 4 o'clock. Silent Hill is my beloved that never was. Man sitting on a seat in the lobby, my eyes are playing tricks on me. I think it was the seat arms. Yeah, that probably is true. Well, thanks anyway. Patient is not showing up. And it's not like I didn't... It's not like I spent a small amount of time here in the hospital. There have been plenty of chances for patient to show up. I'm not sure what they need in order to prompt them to show up. Feet. Bona feet. Get them bona feets out of bed. I assume the bony feet are connected to a bony body, but I guess I don't know for sure. There's a privacy curtain for that very purpose. I will never know if their body is bony. But I darn well collected their feet for the centipede, so they're probably not doing particularly well wherever they are, bony body or no. Chair gone. That sure is a lobby anomaly that is not the one I want. They're coming fairly frequently now, but we're not getting the one that I want. This plant can go away, this can move, but that's also hard mode stuff, so I don't know if it's applicable. This hasn't changed, but I'm reporting it anyway. This plant is gone. These shelves are looking normal. This is here. This is unchanged. I got a bunch back to back to back just now, so it's not too out of the ordinary that we might have a quiet period thereafter, but it is past 4, so like I would expect something to be happening. Two, three. Oh, door. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Come on, patient. Don't do this. The banshee was so agreeable. She even brought flowers. Like, what I gotta do to get you to show up, I won't even report you. You can even murder me if that's what you want to do. If that's a thing that you need to do, then fine. That's fine. I'll allow it. Just show up. An encounter's an encounter, no matter how it ends. Hi again. You are not the patient. You are not the patient. You're very friendly. Too friendly, perhaps. By some measures, possibly too friendly. But not the patient. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fact that that particular thingy keeps showing up, you know, clung to ceilings and walls and grinning at the camera actually reminds me of the thingy in Mortuary Assistant. Although, admittedly, that one vanishes whenever you look at it. But, you know. Same basic concept. A little bit less rotted looking, but, you know, that tracks. There's kind of a rot theme going on in the Mortuary Assistant game, as you might imagine. Don't bother trying to suggest that game for Extra Life, by the way, because I have watched so many people play it. I've seen every possibility and every outcome in that particular game. I've seen the whole thing. So, no, not doing that. It's fun. It's neat. It's well done, but not doing that. I've been wubbed and I'm going to die, and that's embarrassing. Like, why? How is this even? It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock and the patient has not shown up. My eyes are upsetty. Feet, Schrodinger's bony body. Felix, did you just reference Drawfee Variety Hour? I might have. Hell yes. Feet lives rent-free in my head. Yeah, same. I wish rent-free thoughts could start paying me rent. Yeah, seriously. I would have so much money, shakes fist. Now I'm thinking about Gamergator and Tennis Idiot. That show had so much gold in it. Is Lady gay? Yes, I reference that all the time. That and can you believe to learn? I rewatch it on occasion. Drawfee content is gold. It's true. They do very good stuff a lot of the time. I don't watch them nearly enough, but I have my own content addictions that I struggle to manage. So, like, I can't really afford to get too involved elsewhere, unfortunately. It's 5 o'clock. It shouldn't be this quiet. Okay, it's not this quiet. Turns out, not quiet. Great, thank you. I thought for a second that as I got back to the lobby, that sound that was playing when I got here meant that the patient was here. But no, of course, it's just the creepy music being creepy. I feel like you don't get a lot of intruders this late, but then Huge Man absolutely came through for me at the very last minute, so I gotta at least have a little faith that the patient might show up, you know? This wasn't it. Was this a couch before? Was that always a couch? Why does that seem wrong? It was a bed, wasn't it? No, yes, it was. It was like a gurney. Kinda. Kind of a gurney situation. This is here. Oh, hey, that's on. $5.20. No patient. I'm running out of patience is a thing that I've been wondering if I should say the entire time, and I'm not sure I should have. Maybe if I make bad jokes that involve patient, the patient will show up? I don't have any other ones, though. That was the only one I had. It's very bad. Like, it's not good at all. But that doesn't seem to be enough. Yes, hello, Rattler. You're not who I'm looking for, but it's good to see you. There was a weird whoop noise that just happened. This isn't normal, is it? That's normal? Bizarre. I had no idea that was normal. What about this thing? It's probably normal as well. But bad reports might be helpful. I don't know. They might be. They're probably not. But they might be. Big Head didn't show up at all this run. What the heck, Big Head? It's normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Man. This is the risky... hey, Big Head's body. Hello, Big Head. Yeah, I summoned you at the last minute. Sorry about that. I was trying to summon the patient. It's just not working out as well. But this is the risk you take when you go intruder hunting, I guess. Sometimes you just don't find anything. You just get the mortuary assistant ceiling clinger here and there. Watch the patient show up so close to the end of the time that I can't get the report through in time, and so I don't get credit for having encountered the patient. Man, I've been hanging out in this hospital for, well, I guess 6 hours, but half an hour, depending on how you want to look at it, just for you. And you just blew me off. Stood me up. Nothing. 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 Nobody. Nothing and nobody. Bleh. I made it. I didn't wanna, though. No help o'clock. Oh, patient, where art thou? We are getting impatient. There you go. There's a good one. Fellow horror fans, have you played The Windows Are Gone? If not, I recommend it. It is good. I haven't, but I saw some stuff about it. It's one of those short games I've been meaning to grab, but I didn't get around to it. I shall take your recommendation. I look forward to your thoughts. I don't know why I put an apostrophe in recommendation like it was French. Maybe we go to pool, look at pool for a bit. One of the pool and one of the hospital until someone appears. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way to go. Particularly given that the... Whoops. That was not what I meant to do. That was not what I meant to do. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, I'm sure. Given that 2 of them are in the pool and only 1 of them... Dang it! The menu music wasn't permanent. That's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. We're going to the pool. We're going to the pool. It's pool time. Hello, pool. I wonder what normal pool is like. But yes, there are 2 things here after all, so my odds of encountering someone are somewhat increased, you know? Oh, right, I hate it here. I forgot. I forgot that I hate it here. I wish you could report the steam in the sauna as being an anomaly so you could actually see what is going on in there. Alas, that's not how it works. Well, it wasn't that long ago that I was playing through here, so theoretically this shouldn't be too bad, right? Right, we're fine, I'm sure. Probably fine. Of course, the fact that it's normal mode might actually mess me up, since theoretically it's a different set of anomalies we're dealing with. But, well. "15 minutes in." There we are. Any minute now we should have something going wrong, hmm? Something ought to go wrong. Hey, something went wrong. Shower steam. How dare you? No one puts steam in the shower. Oof. More noises. They just happen here. You just kind of got to get used to it, because they're just going to happen. Oh, man. I will say, while I have very much enjoyed this interlude of observation duty, I'm also pretty dang excited to get back to Bartholomew next time, which is what the plan is, by the way. There may be some interruptions in regular streaming when we get closer to Extra Life. For example, there will not be a stream on Sunday night because, well, I shouldn't say that for sure, but I'm going to go ahead and say I'm 90% sure we won't have a stream on Sunday night after Extra Life, because that would be a little bit excessive. Admittedly, I'll probably be awake, because usually how things work with Extra Life is I stay up for 25 hours, and then I go to bed as soon as it is feasible for me to do so. And that usually lasts for an hour or 2, because I'm not very good at sleeping when the sun is up. And once I wake up again, I then come right back in here to this very same spot and play more video games to force myself to stay awake, because it turns out I'm very good at playing video games, at forcing myself to stay awake through video games, because then I just force myself to stay awake until it's a reasonable time to go to bed and reset my schedule right then, and I don't have to have like a reset day or something. Now, admittedly, I will still be entirely messed up in a full body sense for 24 to 48 hours after the marathon, but like that's just part of the territory. That's just how it go. That's just the consequences of my actions. So yeah, I'll probably be awake, but I don't know if I'll be in any condition to stream. If I'm feeling super ambitious, it might crop up. There might be like some kind of guerrilla stream that appears just because I'm awake, but I wouldn't count on it. Gene? Gene! It's Gene! That's Gene! You could tell by the pose. He couldn't see his shoes, of course. He was too far away, but that placid, hands over the crotch, staring at the camera, that was Gene. I guarantee it. He's alive. Gene made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, that also wasn't the stalker or the marionette, but that's just fine. It's always good to see Gene. Particularly when, he has faked his own death on an earlier stage. Or, I guess I don't know if he faked his death or if someone else put him in that position. It could be that when you're in Gene's state of being, that sort of thing doesn't actually slow you down that much. So it could be something that he did on purpose just to freak people out, or it could be that someone else did that to him and he was just sort of being like, okay, well, this is my life right now. Life, so to speak. At least until you find everything in university, you never have to go back to it. It's true. We got that one. Pool bulbul. Swift safety. Pool bulbul is what it sounds like when you say pool underwater. Next Elden Rings. Are we doing main quest? Going for the cereal bowl? I don't remember where the cereal bowl is. And I didn't realize that those were two different things. So probably the cereal bowl, unless I cannot figure out where it was. I guess I was assuming it was across the frozen lake, but perhaps it's not. I live. You got a list of games for Extra Life yet? Man, were you not here for that discussion? Oh, no. Hello, I'm feeling better now, so I'm back. Hello, welcome back, Saruna. I'm glad you're feeling better. We did not find the patient. I've been up for like 24 hours before, too. He did not manifest before us. Oof. Gene, if you're cold. He's cold. Let him in. Yes, I'm so glad you saw Gene continuing to live. I fell asleep at morning and woke up at night, and I'm just like, well, it's night. Might as well go back to sleep, and woke up back on regular time. That's convenient. I wish I could count on that happening. Glad to see Gene. In my head, I imagined the Lumberjack Stinkman was annoyed at him and put him up there. That seems in character. They're the same thing. Main quest is Cereal Bowl. We went down the secret lift of Roll to get to the snowfield. Okay, that's what I thought, and I was pretty sure that when I left the mountaintops of the Giants, it was because I'd gotten done with that entire zone, and then I went down the lift of Roll to deal with the whole tree situation. But now that that's all done, yes, the plan is to go back up to the frozen lake and cross it and see what comes next, basically. Elden Ring Cereal Bowl is the fire thing. Melina wanted to go there to burn the tree. Yes, we just have to not go down the lift and go across the lake instead, Frozy Lake. Glad I'm back in time to see our boy. You pretty much did everything else pre-Cereal Bowl. I'm popping by to say that I discovered your channel not long ago and I love your content. I'm glad you do. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome. We're just, at this point, I've finished all the stages of Observation Duty 6 hard mode, and we're just kind of hunting for additional intruders that I missed while I was playing. All that's left is Melina's missing lore at the Graces. Right. That is what we'll start with. We'll start with that. So if you still have your list for that, please keep it handy, because that will come up. I remember YouTube ate the rest of the stream, so we didn't get to do it last time. Thank you for reminding me. That is where we'll start, and then we'll cross the frozen lake. I wonder if I can remember. There was one Melina lore thing that I did do before YouTube ate the stream, and I wonder if I can remember what the content of it was. Because I definitely did it, and it probably isn't visible in the archive, because that archive had a bad time. YouTube was not well that night. Also, as a side note, to Circles, who just showed up, the way I do this, generally speaking, is I focus on the game up until the point that the time advances to the next hour and the chime sounds, and then I pause it and I catch up on chat. So that's generally how that goes, in case you're, trying to talk. I'll get there eventually. Just be patient with me, if you would. It wasn't even that long ago that I was here. I sure hope I have retained what anomalies that we're dealing with over here. Really is strange how few intruders showed up here the time that I finished it, you know? Not even Gene. Like, Gene usually doesn't miss an opportunity to show up. But even beyond Gene, I think we got one intruder total, didn't we? It was Gene's brother, right? It was Gene's brother. Nobody else showed up. Very strange. Hi. I guess this guy showed up. Do you count as an intruder? I'm not sure. I'm going to stare at you until you go away. Cool. I don't know if that guy counts as an intruder. Might just be a head. After all, this place is just filthy with heads. I remember that being the case. Mannequin heads and glowing eye staring heads and the guy who shows up in here in a cubby hole just sort of moving his mouth wordlessly. Lots of heads at the pool. Is this a slightly different shade? It couldn't be. This is normal mode. They wouldn't do that. I'm reporting it anyway because there's no penalty, but it's not. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, let's see. It's also early enough in the night where there's not actually that many things changing, which just makes me more nervous. Which isn't how it should work, certainly, but that is how it does work, whether it's supposed to or not. 4. Good, just checking. This has potential to be quite tricky because, after all, I got this place on my 3rd try, which is great and all, but it also means that I don't know the anomalies here that well. I know the ones that showed up, sure, but like... And there was that Coke bottle just now, and it was pretty obvious. But, like, I feel like there's a lot of potential that I could get blindsided by a bunch of stuff. And may just die. But hopefully not. I like not dying. I prefer not to die. Whenever possible. Good rule to live by, you know? There's always been ladders on all 4 corners. Yes, there have. I remember. I remember checking that. I remember. Because on the one hand, was there always a lamp here? Yes, but I'm going to report it anyway. The anomalies should be more obvious. There was a tail end. Since I started that with on the one hand, there was a tail end to that thought, but it is gone. It has left my brain. I have no idea what it was, so don't worry about it, I guess. It's probably not important. It's probably nothing important. I note now that I have fully manifested the observation duty voice. It's about that time. What is that? What is that? Something on the bottom of the pool. I feel like we had a severed head that showed up there. Well, like a mannequin head that showed up there in the past, but that wasn't that. I don't know what that was. Hi, how are you? Door closed. Drinking so much water right now. Going to drink the anomalous pool. Good idea. That's so much chlorine. I feel like it'll make your stomach ache worse. Yeah, please don't do that. I said it was a good idea, but I was wrong. I will drink an amount of fresh water equivalent to the amount of the anomalous pool. Yes, yes, there you go. Glug, glug. What are we calling Gene's brother again? Bean? Gene? We hadn't actually come up with a name, but either one of those could be good. Come to the pool and get ahead in life. Intruders must be rarer than we thought, which makes huge man send off at Hardmode Hospital all the better. It was amazing. Like, I could not be more pleased with how that worked out. I don't know if we gave him a concrete name. He is the lesser of 2 Genes. True. Last time you were here, though, you got wubbed before 2 a.m. and proceeded to blitz through the entire thing. That is true. Looks like another head to me. We'll finally see the next step of Nephili. It's so jarring how long it takes to progress requests. It takes forever. It's true. She's been huffing hawk ashes for actual months at this point. And I guess that's her prerogative, but like... Particularly given that, you know, you can accidentally cut that quest very short, depending on how much you want to trust the really non-trustworthy guy. Untrustworthy is the word that most people use under that circumstance. Yeah. This got rotated. These bags are normal. 5 faucets as usual. This is all the same as usual. I also have to remember, and I know I keep mentioning that I have to remember it, pink donut. Ow! Thanks. I have to remember that there's no penalty for for reporting things, aside from occasionally getting hit in the face with a donut, apparently. It's a new one. It's a new one. That does also lend some pretty strong credence to the idea that I'm a camera. I mean, that and, you know, I can report camera malfunction, so I guess it was never really a question. It is fortunate that the crack in my lens counts as part of the anomaly, because otherwise that would be pretty obnoxious. I genuinely did flinch when that happened also. I mean, probably you could see. I don't know. I'm used to being pretty small over here, but I guess I'm a little bigger now that I got the new camera. It's all fancy. But, yeah, I absolutely flinched away from getting hit in the face with a donut because that's a meaningful gesture. It's just kind of hard to control that sort of thing, you know? It's built in. Why does this look different? Doesn't that look different? Looks different. It's not different. It's the same. Same as it ever was. How many times can that joke get made in this particular series? All the times. There with the chair. Get back here. Like, what are the potential odds that I'm going to make it through 2 full nights at the pool without seeing either of the unique intruders that show up here, yeah? Seems pretty unlikely, right? I will be trying to report the first one I see, if I see one, by the way, on the off chance that the second one will show up, you know? Because if we can get them both knocked out in one run, so much the better, because, like, there's only 45 minutes left of the stream. There's only so much we're going to get through. And as much as I'd like to see all of them, it's not looking super likely at this point. But hey, that's quitter talk. And that's not allowed around here. My back itches. Ah! Am I missing a camera? No, probably not. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, good. I am definitely doing an anomaly or several, so, like, find something, please. Oh, hi. The spider person just shows up all over the place. Subs in for all the other intruders, it seems. Wait, that was the stalker. Wait, that was the stalker? Wait, that was the stalker. I swear that the same thing that showed up at the cabin and maybe even the thing that was on the wall and ceiling in the hospital, but okay. I guess that's the stalker. Great. It seemed to have the same grin and horns and everything. I swear that's just the same guy. Huh. Well, it's 3 o'clock. Absolutely. She sits there having ashes for 500 years. Someone is drilling outside. Oh no. Slapped! There is no penalty for pink donut. There was one stale donut. That is one dense donut to crack a camera lens, no doubt. Ew, the series where you play as a sentient anomalous camera system. Yeah, that darkest. Observation duty, but replace the cameras with Sam from the other observation. That would be a thing. Maybe it is the same thing because, like, it's the stalker, so I guess the implication is that it followed you through stages, and this is the only stage where it has a name. Makes sense given how often he's shown up in all these levels. Yeah, I'm just not sure why I didn't get, you know, an achievement for spotting him all the other times he showed up. But yeah, I suspect that always has been the stalker. Which means we're just missing the marionette, who I'm sure will be a very comforting presence indeed. Mannequins and marionettes and puppets and all, they're great fun to have in horror games. Always. Nothing ever goes wrong with them around. If I do see the marionette, I am going to try and let it kill me, if that is a thing it would wish to do. Just so we're all on the same page. Ritlon Vafrity. Vafrity. Sirens. I'm guessing y'all can hear that. This place is rather close to a number of emergency facilities, so sirens do happen from time to time. Is how it go. You're getting a little too intense there, buddy. Also, the pool seems to be filled with some sort of like milk bottles or something. Is it a milk pool? Are you just splashing about in a milk pool? I guess it kind of looks that way even before you get all intense. So. Disregard, I guess. Distortion underwater. I remember from last time. Because, man, you really can't tell at all until it gets really bad. Looks almost exactly the same. I wonder if the stalker can kill you when he shows up here. Seems to be all, like, limbs, mostly. So I would assume it could launch itself at you pretty good if it felt like it. But, like, never seen it try anything at all. So I don't know. And I didn't even consider letting him try to kill me this time because I didn't know that he was the stalker. I figured it was just that guy again. Which, as you've mentioned, very appropriate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All's quiet so far. This hasn't changed, but it wouldn't be that remarkable if it did change. So I guess they decided to make more interesting anomalies. Either that or that does go anomalous at some point, but it's just a very subtle one. It smells like a hard mode thing, doesn't it? Oh boy, wubs. Oh boy, wubs. Oh boy, wubs. What we got? Find something. Stop messing around and find something. Those are the right direction. Right direction. Okay. I'm not seeing any problems, is the thing about it. This seems really familiar. I had this happen several times in the pool because, like, things would happen and I wouldn't even know what went wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're missing. Which one? Shower? No. No? Dressing? No? What? Dressing room, shower, poolside, pool, underwater. Sauna. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why? What's wrong with my brain? What's wrong with my brain? I counted 7 and I got 6. What is wrong with my brain? Now I have no time at all to find the next thing before I die. None. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm extremely dead. Oh, I wish I wasn't. But I am. Yep. Just out of curiosity, what happened? Extra object in the pool, extra object in the pool side, object replacement in the shower. I didn't see any of those. And I also could have paused and seen if you saw any of those, but I didn't even check. Makes sense. Yep. Mannequins, Little Nightmare 2 flashbacks. I don't know how likely this is for the multiplayer section of Extra Life, given how it works. It's probably not compatible, but one of the games in the We Were Here series, that's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, yes. And Jack does have a laptop, so it would be theoretically possible if we shared things appropriately, but we haven't discussed it seriously. If you haven't done or seen them, I haven't on purpose. Oh, whoa, hearing them live and through your stream was weird. Yes, I'm sure it was. Okay, weird. YouTube isn't letting me put something in chat. Is it not? Strange. Like it actually refuses to show up. Huh. I saw that for a second. Bug Fables? Why doesn't it like this sentence? Uh-oh, Silent Wubs. I seriously hope to give Bug Fables a chance during Extra Life. Subtly hope. I do want to do Bug Fables at some point, but it's also, like... That's like a long game, yeah? We could get started, I suppose. We can get a flavor for it. I just don't know... It's definitely on my list. It's one of those ones I definitely want to do. Yeah. Anomalous. Every day between 6:30 and 7, my upstairs neighbor puts an anti-negative energy blanket on the router. It does an excellent job of blocking the bad energy and also the Wi-Fi. I'm struggling. Oh no. It doesn't like the word S-H-O-T. That's bizarre. Oh, I suppose... Okay. Wow, something just got deleted out. I just saw it. Wow, I'm very interested in We Were Here. Yes, give it a shot. Give it a shot? That's weird. It's censoring you, Darkus. Experimenting with the word shot. I subtly hope to give Bug Fables a chance during Extra Life, just to see if you like it. There we go. That's apparently what the problem was. Here, I'm going to see if... Okay, I just turned on moderation activity to see if that shows me what of the things were getting deleted, but no, it doesn't. I absolutely saw that a message got removed entirely, like no sign that message retracted. I think that's what happens when you retract your own messages, right? Huh. I turned off moderation activity. And now it's gone. Okay. Copy the old one. Okay. It just doesn't show up. Bizarre. That's very strange. Okay. So extra object in the pool, poolside, and shower. Okay. Cool. We're at 9:30-ish, so I'm going to go back to the pool, because if you come right down to it, I gave the patient a really good chance. So if we're going to have to choose between seeing the patient and seeing the marionette, I'm going to see the marionette. That's the plan. Plus, I was just here, so, you know, things will be maybe a little bit fresh. There was an extra object in the pool side. I do not know what it was. There was an extra object in the pool. I'm afraid I do not know what that was either. And then there was a replacement in the shower. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm going to post it in bursts, see where it hates it. I suddenly hope you give Bug Fables a shot during Extra Life. And it's all still there. I can still see it. YouTube, what the heck are you doing? What are you doing, YouTube? I almost feel like I should just, you know, essentially hang out and chat for the first 15 minutes of this game. 15 minutes in-game, you know. But I have to remember that I don't actually know this map that well. So, as witnessed by what just happened, obviously. So, yeah. Kickboards. Was there kickboards right here? Was there, like, mirrored kickboards here? And that's the extra object here? I wonder. Anything you don't see, someone can try and clip an encounter with an intruder and put in Discord. I mean, fair. Darkus, it just doesn't like you. It hates the last sentence? I don't know. Seems very mysterious. I don't know what it's up to. It's all very strange. And I'm sorry it's doing this to you. If I had any control over it, you better believe I would be implementing it, but I have nothing. I have nothing. It's not showing me anything as to what's going on here. It's just sort of doing what it decided to do. And all the things like that could be turned off. I'm pretty sure I have them all turned off. I might still have it where it like auto deletes slurs. Is that a thing? That was something that I implemented in some format at some point, but like that shouldn't be happening. That doesn't seem relevant. This bench is different, right? This sort of squat, splayed bench. Spider bench. Yeah, it was a different bench. Okay. Spider bench. Oh, from the top even. It does go so slow at the beginning, though. And I'd like to say that it gives me the opportunity to memorize things, but I don't know what went wrong last time, so I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just want the marionette to show up. And ideally early, so I can take one last shot at the hospital as well. It's probably not going to happen, but like it'd be cool if it did. I'm swimming Sam McGee swimger. Or what is word is swagger or. Sure was a decision to have the AI generated text in this level. I do not disapprove. But it sure was a decision. I keep thinking that this thing right here is an intruder. It's not. It's just an object behind the door, but it looks like someone just peeking over the top. Just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. But it's not. Hey. That's not real. Inly Sarib? The rest of it was too small to be legible. Which is a shame. It really does sound like Simlish. I know that the person who said that said it like more than an hour ago, but I totally agree. It does. Sound like Simlish. Extra Coke. Go ahead and deal with that. This is camera 2 that I'm on right now. Camera 3. Camera 4. Camera 5. Camera 6. Camera 7. We're all still up, and it's 1 o'clock. It's removing the word future shot. Weird, only those 2 words. Something got retracted. Spider bench probably belongs to the stalker. That would seem to make sense. Enough to give it a swift safety. Yep, it hates only those 2. How absolutely bizarre. Here, little anomalies. Darkest typing is an anomaly. I'll swim in swanky swoonga. Report anomaly. Darkest power. Enough to give it a future shot. Yes. I am in no way opposed to playing Bug Fables. It's definitely, like, the idea of it sounds really good, and I've got it. I've owned it, so it's one of those things that I absolutely could try. It's just also one of those ones where I'm guessing it would be good to do it all at once, if possible, but maybe that would be the thing to do. I'm not excited about it. It's just the only problem, genuinely the only problem, is the number of hours in the day and the fact that I have a full-time job. I want to do it. I want to do it very much. But there are a lot of games that I want to do very much, and therein lies the problem. But, you know, you have a thought. Maybe it would be a good idea to try an Extra Life and just see how it go. I mean, it's possible. I can't really guarantee what results it will have on the order that things get onto the channel, but, like, maybe. Timothy? I'd noticed the body in the pool before, but Timothy? Probably not. Timothy was pretty twisted up last time I saw him. And there hasn't been any reference to him for a couple games now, so I suspect that Timothy's never going to show up again. Despite ostensibly being my boss. They were very firm about him being exceedingly dead a couple games ago, the last time he was mentioned. But also, that hasn't stopped anybody else, so, like, who knows? Are there supposed to be more benches here? I have no idea. But maybe. Nope. That's okay. Just seemed like in terms of, like, positioning, there should be more benches there, but then there weren't. I'd never really taken any note of the benches there in the first place, which is why I phrased it as a question, you know? This all looks the same. Ooh, caught up creepy. It's Susie Craddy. Crowley Craddy. Indeed. Well, I'm glad I saw that one. Not exactly the marionette, but hey, I'll take it. Pabulble. Pabulble. This is always like this, right? Reporting it anyway because there's no penalty. None penalty. No reason for hesitation. Like, what would the extra item have even been? Could it have been the water tower and I just missed it? I mean, that is certainly a possibility. An embarrassing possibility, but a possibility nonetheless. It's only 1:45, so it's not too surprising. Things seem a little bit slow, but still making me nervous already. Hey, Sharkman. Walrusman would really like you to leave, so I'm going to ask you to do so yet again. That usually calms him down. God help us if it doesn't. Just imagining, right? An organism with the features of a walrus, so large, big old tusks, basically indefatigable. But then make it a man. Make it a big angry man. And I feel like that's a potentially very dangerous combination. It's two. Apparently it also censored me. It's not just you. Oh no, it does actually also delete my futuristic shots, but it doesn't show me because mobile. Too many games. There must be some weird slur in that string of letters that YouTube hates. Timothy has retired to the Bahamas. COD up creepy. It's D'Souza Craddy. You good, Felix? Oh, I'm behind 145. I'm simply channeling the pool signage. A walrus is already a big angry man, mustache included. I mean, that is true. That is true. That is a fair point. This is the same mat that's on the bottom, right? It's always been there. It's always will be there. It's fine. It's probably fine. Yep, it's fine. There are always pluses on the walls here. I don't know. Check it out. Why not? What harm does it do? Haven't been wubbed yet, but I feel like I'm due for a wubbing pretty soon here. Because all things considered, it's not going super great. It's not going bad, but it's not going great either. I never feel like I'm fully in control of the situation, you know? Is that something? It's like a green shape. Maybe it's just more mats on the bottom. Oh, it's this. It's probably this. Ah, towel gone. Even on normal, pool's kind of nasty. It's a bit of a nasty pool. This is shot number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How did I make it through hard mode on my 3rd try? Like, that all seems steeply unlikely. I must have just gotten super fortunate with my anomaly pulls, huh? Just gave me the easy ones. In spite of everything. Is this ceiling different? Probably not, but it should be. That ceiling looks terrifying. It's just like a big old chunk of lumpy rock. Like a single chunk. That's a big rock. Purple. Purple? What was that? I'm almost sad that I reported it so early, because what was that? Purple. It was like a purple sunrise. But what was it actually? I don't know. Is this shadow always like this? I don't know. Report it. Yep, sure was. That's fine then. All the things that I think I remember are not happening. They're not happening, so I cannot report them for happening. Was this pipe always here? I don't know. Report it. Probably, yeah. It connects right to the sink. It makes sense that it's there. It's a logical thing to have around. Just reporting stuff. I'm just reporting stuff. I don't even know, so I'm just reporting stuff. The stairs got long. Stop that. Stop it. Okay. So much of this winds up meshing together. All the flip-flops all over the dang place. How it looks roughly the same, you know? But it's technically not. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Purple? Mysterious second sun. I bet if you let it raise it up, it would have been a face. That seems in character. Yeah, that's what I would have thought too. Ball gone and pool underwater. Hey, thank you. Is that the stairway to heaven I've heard so much about? You're absolutely right. Ball gone. Thanks for the heads up. Trunks are the same. For a second I thought they weren't, but they are. The trunks are the same, as they always were. The shadows in here are weird. The shadows going this way and then over this way. It's a little weird. This past 3 o'clock, so I feel like an intruder would not be out of the question. But sadly, I have no guarantee. No way to know what we're going to get until we get there and we get it. Which might be nothing. It might be a whole lot of nothing, but you never know. Only one way to find out. Hey, they took the kickboards. Put those back. Put it back. I figured that would change at some point. I was just worried about how subtle it was going to be. And it turns out not too subtle. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, well, as times to get the yawns ago, 15 minutes to the end of the stream is not terrible. Was this always here? I don't know. Try reporting it. Yep, sure was. Okay. Well, it's tried. This is all the same. This is all the same. This is all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. But it's not, that's the thing. It's almost certainly not. But it looks like it's the same. Looks the same, but it's not the same. Probably not the same. These shoes haven't turned around. I've been watching for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. Come on. Come on. Ah! This thing changed. Fix that. That should be no problem. And then it just shown up and I didn't get wubbed, so we're not in terrible shape. I'm still guessing that there's one more anomaly out there that I'm not detecting, but, you know, could be a lot worse. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, this is why we don't go past 10 o'clock. Well, that and I also have to get up in the morning, of course. Oh yeah, I'm in a bit of a tricky position tonight after all. I haven't recorded tomorrow's Disco Elysium, but I did spend a bunch of hours working on the Extra Life preview video, and then it, I don't like it. I don't like it, and even after cropping it down, it would be like 12 minutes long, which is way too long, so like I guess I have to try again, but I don't know when. I don't know when I'm going to have time for that. Just sort of bad planning in general happening right now. It's not great. Why is there nothing? Hey, there should be something. Hi, excuse me? I was told that there would be a something. I was promised anomalies. I heard there would be anomalies. Anomalies. Abdomalies. Abdomicles. Head! Get off my pool bottom, head! Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. Is this towel really big all of a sudden? Is this towel really big? Is the towel always like that? Towel's always like that, right? Yeah, probably. That's okay, though. It's normal mode. Report all you want. It's fine. Genuinely, nobody cares. It's 4 o'clock. It's 3 a.m. Marionette, where art thou? Abdominiomnes. I don't. It's hard to read the thing where you tried to type out the thing that I said because I'm tired. Is this different? Probably not. I'm reporting it anyway. Nope. No, it's not. No extra faucet. Signs are there. The eyeball is not there. Ah. Well, that's unfortunate, but there it is. What was it for? Third shower head was missing. Let's see if we can find something obvious-ish. I'm going to report this. I don't think it's right, but I'm doing it. Uh-huh. I've been wubbed. Oh, hi. Abyss all over the dressing room. Seems like a problem, honestly. Okay. This gutter wasn't always here, question mark? Maybe it was, but... no, it was always there. Okay. Just never noticed it at all, despite this being a game where you're supposed to notice things. It's very strange how that works. The things that have always been there, but your brain just didn't register them at all because they seem so natural. This game is very good at making examples of that. Y'all don't see anything, do you? Who spilled all this abyss on the floor? Nope, that's fine. Just checking. I just don't want to die. I wish to meet the marionette and not die, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Home Sawano. I would imagine I'm a few seconds from death myself, but I don't see... Wait! The shoes are different. I was looking right at them, and they were different, and I didn't even... The shoes were entirely different. Like, they were scattered all over the place different. Don't know how it took me that long to notice. It might have just changed. I might be generous with myself and say that it just changed, but I'm really not sure that that's true. I'm not positive at all that that's true. Is this light always on? Was this light always on? Apparently, yes. Cool. Ah! Lights in the sauna, please? That hurts to look at. At least it's nice and obvious. What? Steam in the sauna, then. Honestly, you're gonna do like that? Come on now. Great. Got it. So picky, the people on anomaly elimination or whatever it is. Now that I know it's an actual person who responds to the requests and checks what you reported and writes it when it's wrong, makes it real nitpicky when they're just like, no, that's not the lights. I can't fix that. Ghost in the underwater. Strange sound. No strange sound? Why does that sound different? Don't have time to pay attention to that. Has it always sounded like that? Was that new? Was something going on over there? I didn't see anything. That's just the noise it's making outside. That's the normal outside noise. Okay, that's fine. Normal outside noise. Normal outside noise. Where's the marionette? Where's the dang old marionette? That's the only reason I'm here. 5 o'clock. There's a head in the cubby. I'll fix it in a second. How are you? Bright. They put too much water on the coals. I was only mentioning Bug Fables because during Extra Life because it was such a far departure from what you normally play on the channel. I genuinely wasn't sure if you'd like it. Wow, we're nearly at No Help O'Clock. We are at No Help O'Clock. I've heard that Bug Fables is akin to Paper Mario in terms of its, like, writing style. And I am 100% for that. So it absolutely is of interest to me. It's just a question of when and how. As always. When and friggin' how. Still got Zelda dangling over my head, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Genuinely don't know what I'm going to do about that guy. I figure it's got to be a stream game, but like it's going to take up at least a half a year, and I don't know how I want to handle that, you know? I complain about it a lot, and I'm really sorry about how often I complain about it. Particularly given that I don't have a solution. It's just me whining. Entirely fruitlessly. It's not as I would have it, but it is the way things are. Maybe I should mention it less often, I don't know. I just would love to do this more, is the thing. I would love to do it more, but like how? How? You don't see anything, do you? Hang on. Formaster drags you into the Tears of the Kingdom hole. Yes. Only so much time and Tears of the Kingdom is gigantic. It really is, so I hear. I hear it's bigger than Breath of the Wild, and I'm still not sure how I got through that one. Then again, I mean, I'm doing Elden Ring, which is bigger than either one of them. So there's that. Well, it's bigger than either one of them if you decide to play everything in the game, which is what I did, but it's like, that's what I'm going to do to Tears of the Kingdom as well, probably, so there's the problem. That's the issue. The way I do things is the problem. That bucket moved. Marionette, you have like 40 minutes. Your time is almost up. And by yours, I mean mine. It'd be pretty cool if you'd show up. I wish I knew which room you showed up. It wouldn't help if I did. I just know which room to poke at periodically to see if you showed your dang face, but... Hey, extra ladder. Get that out of here. Darkest Side, do you know... How much do you know about Tears of the Kingdom? Is it bigger than Elden Ring? Based on the figures that I deal with, I basically just... Hey, this store's different. I just go to... I look up the game lengths, and usually it'll list, like, standard playthrough and completionist playthrough, and that's usually the time it takes me. I haven't checked Elden Ring, but I assume it's quite long. Whereas Tears of the Kingdom, most people say it's like 200 hours. Which is, you know, again, we've spent more than 250 on Elden Ring at this point, but like... The other thing I'm concerned about is that Breath of the Wild had a lot of me just like trekking through the countryside looking for weird things, and I could edit most of that out when I was just doing episodes of it. But if I was streaming, well, you'd all be stuck for the ride, wouldn't ya? And I don't know how that would go, honestly. Where's the dang marionette? Marionette, you have failed me. I mean, not yet. You're very close to... You're coming very close to failing me. I'm hoping if I use a stern enough tone of voice. Marionette! Marionette, you get out here this instant. Marionette! It's not doing it, is it? It's not gonna... Die! You're not the marionette. And that probably means I'll win. But given that my goal here was not winning, that means I lose. I was even gonna let you kill me if you wanted to, marionette. Like, this is a golden opportunity for you. You get screen time, you get to murder someone. Like, what's the problem? Not even the stalker showed up this run. How is it possible that I'm going through this entire stage twice and not seeing either one of them? I mean, admittedly, I saw the stalker, you know. I saw the stalker, but, like, how? I mean, it's RNG. Of course it is. It's just RNG. You just have to keep playing until you see them. But, like, as much as I'm enjoying this, I don't think I want to throw another stream at just getting these last two, you know? So I think I'm gonna go with the option where we just try and throw something on Discord if possible, if someone can find it. I would say I would do it, but chances are good I'm not gonna do that. Donut! Break the camera! Yeah! Good job. You did it. I made it. The marionette has failed me. That was only 24 anomalies. What's wrong with you? I guess I don't know if Breath of the Wild is bigger than Elden Ring, so that's not super helpful. Breath of the Wild is smaller than Elden Ring. I didn't do everything in Tears of the Kingdom. I was mostly wandering and exploring for 90% of the game. When I was satisfied, I just tried to beat the game, and it was done. But there is quite a lot. No marionette. Even implying 100% Tears of the Kingdom is a long shot. It's afraid of us. It's like Breath of the Wild, but if there was even more junk to explore. Yeah, seems like it. Now, the thing with Breath of the Wild is, of course, that there's certain aspects of it that I didn't do. Like, I determined that getting all the Koroks was not something that I wanted to do. It just wasn't going to be fun. So, it may be that they'll run into the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom, and it won't take as long as it said it would. But I also suspect that if you did get all the Koroks, it would take longer than the amount of time it suggests that a completionist run of Breath of the Wild would take. So, I don't even know. I don't even know. Baby scared. Definitely a blast, though. Bing bong. Donut says, end the stream. Last second donut disrespect. Yep. I came here for intruders, but instead I got my camera smashed by baked goods. Would you try to open every single chest in Tears of the Kingdom? Depends. Maybe. I mean, in Breath of the Wild, there were a bunch that were, like, buried in the ground, and most of them were, like, a gem or arrows, and I guess it wouldn't matter that much if I found all of those, but I'd still want to go everywhere and see just about everything there is to see organically, you know? Anyway, it's hard to make that kind of evaluation because I don't know anything about the game because I'm still blind on it, you know? All right, well, stream's over, so thank you for coming to the stream. I hope you had a good time. It's a shame we didn't get everything done that we wanted to get done, but you know what? We did pretty good. We did pretty good. We beat the game. We got the ending. We observed all the things. Well, not all the things, but pretty close to all the things, so yeah. Yeah. I put Tamper Monkey script into the Discord. Go see if I can find intruders. Okay, good luck. Thank you. I had a radar the active, and I didn't fully believe I scoured everything. I mean, that's fair, but as long as you were satisfied, that's the main thing, yeah? There was always that nagging feeling. Yeah, that's the thing, that feeling. I know that feeling well. Anyway, we're done here. So, next stream should be Wednesday as usual, but we are going back to Elden Ring. And we'll be going back to the main plot since we seem to be done where we were. Oh, well, we already discussed this, but yeah, we'll talk to Melina a few times, and then we'll go back to the main plot. And it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. See you next stream. Indeed, see you next stream. Thank you for coming. And I hope that y'all have yourselves a fine day, night, whatever you got, where you are. And, yes, hopefully see you in a few days, yeah? Be well in the meantime, and I will see you again. Goodbye.